This webcast presentation on the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 10 minutes. This webcast presentation of the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 5 minutes. This webcast presentation of the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 4 minutes. This webcast presentation of the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 3 minutes. This webcast presentation of the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 2 minutes. This webcast presentation on the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 1 minute. This webcast presentation on the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, the official streaming partner of the WPIAL, featuring exclusive coverage of all playoffs and championships. Stretching across 10 counties, 2,000 broadcasts a year, live and forever archived. Trib, hssn.triblive.com.
You are listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, the voice of the Highlanders.
Good evening and welcome everybody to the presentation of McGuffey Sports Network tonight on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. McGuffey High School Football Week 0. They take on the Southmoreland Scotties here tonight at Highlander Stadium. I'm Rusty Pettit alongside Mr. Zach Waters, and we're happy to be back in the booth for the first time this year in the 2022-2023 school year, the 2022 WPIL football season. And Zach, it looked like it was maybe going to rain on us tonight, but I don't want to jinx this. It looks like that might hold off. Right now, it's pretty much perfect weather for late August here in southwestern PA.
I mean, yeah, cross your fingers. I mean, I should say, first of all, season's greetings to you. Season's greetings, Highlanders Nation, wherever you're listening to tonight for this Week 0 contest. Yeah, it's great to be finally back in the broadcast booth. I was looking at the calendar earlier this week, and I was actually putting X's through it, and I had a big circle around Friday night. I was so excited to finally get back in the booth here. But, yeah, it looked like a little bit of rain earlier on this afternoon. Pregame right now, it feels like it's 81 degrees. So, I mean, add about 10 or 15 down on top of that turf. Partly cloudy skies. Wind should be out of the southeast at about 6 miles per hour. But temperature should go down to about 77 whenever we kick off at 7 o'clock tonight. But a very important Week 0 game. McGuffey coming off of an okay season last year, I think it was. I mean, it had its ups and downs. They started off last year against Southmoreland. I believe you and I actually covered that game.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
And that was a very rough game for McGuffey, a 47-22 loss at the hands of the Southmoreland Scotties, so they're really looking to avenge themselves here tonight.
Yeah, Jason Kern talked about over the summer. We've talked a few times, and he had mentioned that head coach Ed Dalton had this game circled on his calendar too, because he remembered very well that loss down at Southmoreland last year, and used that as motivation for his team getting ready through camp and leading up here to the first week of the season. So even though it's non-conference and they're taking on a team that's actually up in AAA this year, McGuffey competing AA in the Century Conference. So non-conference game, but it's a big one because it's your first step into the season, but it's also a chance to an atonement for last year's loss. And I want to make a quick programming announcement. There's a link that's on the McGuffey Sports Network for the video tonight. We will be bringing video all season long, home and away here. So we're happy to tell you that we will have that. However, tonight, the link that's on McGuffeysports.com will not take you to the correct video link, but I can tell you how to get there. You'll go to the Trib Live High School Sports Network and go to their scoreboard page. And once you're there, once you find the game, there's a few different icons beside the Southmoreland McGuffey matchup. Click on the one with the arrow looking for the video player, and that will take you to the link, and you'll be able to watch the video. We are happy to have Mr. Kevin Robinson from Isaiah's Wings Video back in the booth with us this year, and he's going to be bringing you all that amazing video coverage for us. And this tonight, he's actually in the booth with us tonight. So
he gets a front row seat. Welcome back, Kev. Nice to have you back in the booth with us, buddy.
Yeah, so we're happy to have him. But yes, you will get that if you go to the Trib Live High School Sports Network and follow to their scoreboard and look for the matchup between Southmoreland and McGuffey. Click on the video link, and that'll take you to that page. You can watch and listen to us there. Also, I believe Zach put it out on the McGuffey Sports Network's Twitter line. So if you're already on Twitter, you can just hop over to the McGuffey Sports Network's Twitter feed, and that link should be there too. That'll make it nice and easy. We'll probably announce that a few more times tonight for people who are jumping on later on in the broadcast, so don't get too annoyed with us for doing that, but just want to make sure everybody has a chance
change in the program for that. Speaking of changes, Class 2A of the Century Conference.
Oh, yes.
That McGuffey is in. We were just talking about this
that,
a few minutes ago, Rusty. A few new faces have entered the chat room, if you will. And we'll go right down through in alphabetical order. Brentwood, one of the newcomers in the Century Conference this year. Charleroi, Keystone Oaks, they're newcomers. Then obviously we have McGuffey, Stowe Rocks, Washington, and Waynesburg Central, all in the Century Conference for the 2022 campaign.
Yeah, and then if you want to talk if you always think original six in hockey, the original four in this case for me anyways, from growing up and in a school going to the Century Conference down at Waynesburg, the original four from that go way back then would be the Charleroi, McGuffey, Wash High, and Waynesburg match. Those were all part of that original Century Conference way back in the day, and that was back when there was only 4 classifications, which honestly, that wasn't too long ago. It's only been a handful of years where we've been up here at 6 classifications.
You say back in the day, did they have horse and buggy then too whenever you went to school?
Oh, it was uphill both ways in the snow, you name it. And yeah, but those are good matchups. They still are today. So it's nice to have those familiar foes in it, and that's going to round out the season. Well, for McGuffey, they've always got that matchup with Wash High right at the end. That's one thing that didn't change. But to give you kind of a rundown of the schedule, the first 3 weeks, Coach Dalton, so not only is it a tough conference, there's some tough matchups, though. We know Wash High is going to be at the top of the WPIL in 2A. We know Stowe Rocks is going to be up there, too. There's a couple of those teams that are going to make a push. We think Brentwood would be pretty good, also Keystone Oaks. But when he went out non-conference this year, look what he did. Starting tonight with Southmoreland, AAA school. Ringgold next week, AAA school. Mount Pleasant, AAA school. So he went out. He didn't make it easy on himself. South Park, another one later in the year, AAA school. So it's there's not going to be one of those. I don't think this is one of those years where you're going to try to go down the schedule and circle, oh, we should have this or this and this one. It's going to be a dogfight each and every week.
You took the words right out of my mouth. With a couple AAA contenders in there. Absolutely. I mean, Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton is going to push this team to their limits. Something I think they failed to accomplish last year. They weren't really pushed to their limits. I think they played to the caliber of their opponent, sometimes coming below that line, if you will. And it showed last year. I mean, it showed last year in the playoff loss, unfortunately to Laurel, in which McGuffey, I think, maybe put 1 touchdown on the board, 42-7. They lost in the opening round of the WPIAL playoffs, and I think that had to be one of their more disappointing losses. I mean, it was a battle all season, and I think about still the Wash High game last year, which I think we've all put behind us, but it still comes to mind how they were able to battle and fight back. But I think Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton this year is going to expect a lot out of this team.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of familiar faces coming back. We'll get the McGuffey starting lineups at least. We'll get you those. We do not have Southmoreland's starters, but we'll get you the probable starters for McGuffey that we were given from head coach Ed Dalton and the athletic department, and we'll do that right after this break. You're listening to the McKean Plumbing and Heating pregame show tonight on the McGuffey Sports Network, which is powered by ARA Sports Shop, and we're carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Hi, everyone. Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Highlanders Nation lives here. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network powered by ARH Sports Shop.
cold weather wreaks havoc on your vehicles, dead batteries, flat tires, or simply locked out, call McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. McAdoo's offers roadside services, including fuel rust. 724-484-7300. McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. Their business is picking up.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit the Back Lot, located at 840 Ray Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
Highlanders Nation lives here. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
Napa Auto Parts, conveniently located at 323 Main Street in Claysville, is your hometown auto parts store, stocking auto parts, tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Napa continues to serve auto service professionals, do-it-yourselfers, and everyday drivers with quality parts and supplies to keep cars, trucks, and equipment performing safely and efficiently. With a reputation for quality parts, rapid availability, and knowledgeable people, you can rely on Napa for all your transportation needs. Napa Auto Parts in Claysville, open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., and open Saturday, 6 to 3.
Welcome back to Highlander Stadium. Rusty Pettit alongside Mr. Zach Waters, and running video for us tonight, Mr. Kevin Robinson of Isaiah Wings Video. And once again, real quick, if you jumped on the broadcast a little bit after 6:30, you can find that video link. The link that's on the McGuffeysports.com website is not the correct link, but you can find it a couple other places. Go to the Trib Live High School Sports Network to their scoreboard page and find the matchup between Southmoreland and McGuffey, and click on the video link. That'll take you to it, and you can watch and listen to us. And then also on the McGuffey Sports Network Twitter feed, Zach tweeted that out a little bit ago. That link is there. You can find it, and you can join us there if you're just listening to us, but if you want to watch, you can find us there. And Zach just had the national anthem and a very nice, touching moment of silence for a couple of the members of the McGuffey athletic family, as well as one from Southmoreland family. And then the national anthem, the band just finished up the alma mater. Happy to see the McGuffey marching band back again, sounding fantastic as always. And for the McGuffey starting lineup, we're going to give you what we got as what they called probable starters. So if there's any corrections, we'll make those as they take the field. But I'll start with offense, and Zach, you can give us the defense. Possible starters on offense. On the offensive line, we've got center Tyler Wright. The guards are Evan Brookman and Josh Plants. Tackles, Cody McKee and Reno Presti. At split end, we've got Travis White. Also at wide receiver, Tristan McAdoo. Quarterback returning to be under center this year. Running that triple option offense is Philip McEwen. Running backs, Ethan Dietrich, Kyle Brookman, and fullback will be Eric Donley. Punter this year will be Connor Crow. And on the you got the kicker. I'll let you do that because we got a couple people listed there.
Yeah, we do have a couple people listed there, but the possible starters on defense at nose, Henry Hess or Nick Madosky. The 2 tackles, Troy Falosk and Reno Presto. Tyler Wright and Evan Brookman. The ends, Morgan Shriver or Tristan McAdoo. The Mike linebacker, Logan Smith, the Will backer, Ethan Dietrich, the Sam backer, Eric Donnelly. Another linebacker listed, Kyle Brookman. And then we have a couple guys in the secondaries playing corners, Isaiah Dale, and Ryan Keith, who made quite an impact last season defensively for McGuffey. And then Philip McEwen as well. And then for kicking, we have Ethan Dietrich, or we have Dylan Stewart, a soccer player, who I believe was on last year as well for McGuffey. But yeah, those are our probable starters for tonight's contest.
Yeah, I like in the Sam linebacker spot. It's like it's a money sign. Just that's the money position.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot. You know, it's the sweet one. You know,
Nice.
everyone wants
Very
to be that strong backer there in the middle. But I mean, there's some good things. I mean, we were kind of talking about it off air before we came on, but I think one of the weaker spots in McGuffey's defense last year was the secondary in some key situations. I mean, they had quite a few takeaways last year, but you think how many times they get burnt by opponents on the deep ball.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of hurt them. But obviously they're returning some good size, a lot of speed. 18 players at least started one game last season defensively for McGuffey. And their special teams, I mean, if we can transition from defense to special teams, I mean, they've at least had a punt return scored for a touchdown. They blocked 5 punts last season, which was just incredible. Their special teams, I think, was one of the top in the WPIAL. And to add to those blocked punts, they also had 3 blocked field goals last year. And they have a lot of talent on special teams as far as kick returns and punt returns. I mean, they make it very exciting when the ball gets into the right hands of the right players.
Yeah. And some of the coaches' notes, and you mentioned special teams there. Defense, they said they got to play better in secondary. On offense, they talked about a little bit of the program, too, the depth. Going all the way down here. A note that between grades 7 and 12, there's almost 100 players active right now in McGuffey Full. That's awesome. For a 2A school to have that kind of numbers out there, there's a lot of triple and quad A schools that wish they had that many kids out for their football program. So that's great. They think the motto is they think they can compete with anybody, and they're one play of sharing the conference title. So I mean, that's how close. And it was a battle all year last year. There are some games that were some tough losses. You mentioned the Wash High one. The one up at Charleroi also comes to mind. Or not Charleroi, Chartiers Houston.
Yes.
That was another one.
Yes, it was.
That was a tough one. But yeah, it's we can say what we think, is coming in this because we have a lot of guys come back. But without, I mean, this is really the first time that any of us are going to lay eyes on this. First time these guys are going to really get some really great game action. They had the one scrimmage last week. I think they played Ambridge.
Yes.
But to go up against a team right now in Southmoreland, which handled you on the road last year, tonight's a good test, and it's a great way to find out where exactly you are heading into the season.
I mean, essentially, to sum up everything you said, this is a live dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
It's not counting except towards the overall season record, which is great, but they don't so much have to say a lot to lose.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say that's a good lead into kind of like what's heading up in the schedule here. We only have 4 road games this year.
We were on the road a lot last year, if you do recall.
We were. So here to kind of give you a quick rundown, the next few weeks are all non-conference. I mentioned that it's all AAA, but we got Southmoreland this week. We'll be at home back here next week against Ringgold. We'll travel down to the mountains southwestern Pennsylvania on the 9th of September, where we'll play Mount Pleasant. And then back home, first conference game, it's an unfamiliar foe is in Brentwood. We'll be here on September 16th. And then we will travel to a very familiar foe, down 79 to Waynesburg on the 23rd. That is a road game, the second one of the season. Back home against a very tough opponent in Stowe Rocks on September 30th. Head down I-70 all the way down to Charleroi on October 7th. We've got Keystone Oaks at home right after that on the 14th, October 21st. The last non-conference game of the season, home against South Park, and then to finish it up on the road down at Wash High Stadium.
We were at Wash High last year. And ironically enough, it's right around spooky season too. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens as the bottom half of the the season comes into play. But no, this is going to be a great test for McGuffey tonight. And I read something very interesting today in the Observer Reporter, and Joe Toscano interviewed Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton, and the column read 5 ways to fire up players, and Ed's been doing this for years. He's been doing this for years, but there's 5 things that Ed has done: music, signs, video, themes, and realism. And this article goes on to talk about different motivational songs, different signs walking into the locker room, whether it's before practice or during a game, something you can look at. It goes on to talk about video at some point prior to each important game. Coach Dalton will sometimes record a motivational speech, and he will show it to his players before the game. No pregame speech is ever the same that Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton gives, and I can attest to that being in the locker room with him. I mean, heck, I saw him take a Trinity blue and white 10-pound sledgehammer and decide to break a table as part of the pregame during the Thomas Jefferson game my senior year, and we all went absolutely nuts. It got us all fired up. I mean, unfortunately, the table had to come out of his pay. But, that was like pocket change. But, I mean, different themes into leading to the week. Strength, toughness.
There he goes. You see McGuffey Highlanders taking the field.
Oh, different. Oh, they have.
Mr. Kern wasn't kidding. He said, "Good luck reading the numbers on those jerseys," and they are flashy. You got the camo
jerseys
tonight, but yes, those navy blue letters on the dark background. They're not making it easy on these old eyes up here, but that's all right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We will. We got one or another, but nice. I do like those. They are sharp. They got the McGuffey blue and gold camo. Got the golden dome helmets with the gold pants as well. The gold looks a little different this year.
It almost looks like it's a
like
Vegas gold.
Yeah, like a matte finish too, not the shiny.
Not a gloss, but a matte finish, Vegas gold. Throughout the season, though, it'll be navy blue and Vegas gold for their home uniforms, and then it'll be white and Vegas gold pants.
Yeah.
And the navy blue numbers as the season goes on. Southmoreland, the visiting team tonight, in their traveling whites. They still haven't made their way out. The cheerleaders are out there, though, with the banner down in the south end zone.
Like you said, Coach Dalton's been doing this for a while. Back in the days, you played for him at Trinity. He's been here for quite a while. His record here at McGuffey, 63-38. He's over 200 wins under his belt, 208, 136 losses, and 1 tie. But his staff, we'll get those to you real quick here. Coach Ed Dalton, of course, the athletic director here at McGuffey, too. But helping him this year is Mr. John Leisure, Scott McEwen, Nate Perry, Jeremy Fisher, Justin Wise, Mike Fatigani, Sean Phillips, Patrick Frey, and Jared Johnson. And there you go. There's Southmore. They are wearing all white with the is that a black helmet?
Black helmet with a red and white pinstripe down the center, black numbers outlined in red. I'll tell you what they look like. It almost reminds me of the old Upper St. Clair uniforms from back in the day. Because Upper St. Clair was very basic.
They used to have like stripes down the pants.
Yeah,
right?
and they had the stripes down the pants. So, but no, Southmoreland, I'm so used to seeing the Scotty dog on the side of the helmet there. But yeah, they have the matte finish too to their helmets. If you're watching the video, you could see, and the captain's now coming out to the midfield stripe for Southmoreland. It'll be number 56. Caleb Takis, number 50. Bailey Kennedy, number 46. I don't have 46. I think I might have read that wrong.
46 for the Scotties?
It was number 43. I'm sorry.
That is Michael Orovitz.
Michael Orovitz, and then it was number 9, Trey Wetzel.
And this one, I believe you watched the real coin toss before, right? You said the McGuffey won and deferred. Is that
yes?
correct?
And for McGuffey, it was 54. Tyler Wright, number 2. Philip McEwen, number 23. Kyle Brookman, and number 22, Ethan Dietrich.
All right.
But yeah, McGuffey, they won the toss. They'll defer. So Southmoreland receives to start the game, and not too common for McGuffey to defer upon winning the kickoff. Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton loves getting the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, they will be the Highlanders are defending the end zone down to our left. And so Charleroi receiving the kickoff, moving right to left on your screen if you are watching us, and if you are listening to us, they're still moving right to left. And once again, the link, if you tried to link on the website, McGuffeySports.com, that is the wrong video link. If you want the right one, if you're on Twitter, go to the McGuffey Sports Network Twitter feed, and Zach put it up there. But you can also go to the Trib Live High School Sports Network website, and on their scoreboard page, Trib Live High School Sports Network, the scoreboard page has all the games tonight. Scroll down when you get down to 2A, you'll see the matchup between Southmoreland and McGuffey. Click on the video link there. That'll take you to us. Apologize for the missed link on the website, but you can still watch. That's all right, Kevin. Hey, that is all right. Well, who's doing our kicking? We had a couple kickers there, so who do we got out here teaming up? Is that?
Well, with the camo jerseys, I can't quite tell. I can't see them down there.
Maybe turn sideways. Who do we got here?
Give me a little turn there, kicker.
Is that Dylan Stewart? I believe it might be. I think that's number 1.
Dylan Stewart, number 1. He'll be kicking off for McGuffey.
Back deep for Southmoreland. I got Cameron Phillips, and it's going to the other. Over. Actually, this one is rolling around. Wow, that barely rolled into the end zone. That's a live ball, and it flew over the head of the return man. One was Cameron Phillips, and the other guy was number. I thought is that 18? Or maybe that was number 8, which is Ty Warwick, wide receiver. I thought it was 18, but it might be number 8. So Warwick, the other return man, he's out there wide out right now. Get you their starters here as they line up. Quarterback is number 6, and that is Caden Kiefer. He's in the shotgun. 3 wide here, takes a snap. He's going to hand off to his tailback, right side. He's got a bit of a hole, 25, and out to first down yardage there before he's tripped up is tailback number 9, Trey Wetzel. So he's going to move the chains on his first carry. He had a hole off that right side and didn't make contact until he had gained.
Early here, a first down for Southmoreland.
All right, and shotgun again, this time 3 wide. We got a different tailback in there this time. That's number 21, Jeffrey Johnson. Going to hand it off to him. He's up the middle, but he runs into a pile. And nice job of the defensive line. They'll stop him. He might have fell forward for about a half yard, but that'll bring up second down and long for the Scotties.
It would be a generous spot for about a half yard, but you saw the defensive line that time just kind of crash in on top of the center, causing a huge traffic jam behind the quarterback, allowing Johnson to go anywhere. They do give him a generous gain of 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 31.
Huddling up here is Scotties, and Kiefer brings him up again. This time splitting wide out to the right side is Johnson. Actually, no, he's going to leave the field. So back in is this time it's Cameron Phillips. Wide out in the tailback this time. Man in motion. Oh, there's a fumbled snap. It's on the ground. Kiefer picks it up. And he's going to try to get around the right side, but he can't as he is hit hard around the right end. It's going to be a loss of about 5 yards. Bring up 3rd down and 14. Yeah, it was Nate Romastan.
Third and 17 for the Scotties.
I've been saying Keffer. It's 2 F's in there. You're right. Or Kiefer. It's Keffer. So Keffer, he was lucky that ball bounced up into his hands. All right. He comes out in the shotgun this time. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Here he gets a snap. This one he corrals, and he's going to be tracked down from behind. He might have gotten past the line of scrimmage for a short gain, but it's going to bring up 4th down as he was hit in the backfield. That was Eric Donley on the play. High snap again. He fumbles. It's on the ground. Picked up by McGuffey. No. Oh, Southmoreland got it back. The punter was able to get it back. The McGuffey player had rolled over the top of it. And it looked for sure like he had it at about the 12-yard line. But nonetheless. in the Southmoreland end, and McGuffey with a big chance here as McEwen brings the guys up under center. Donnelly behind him in the fullback position.
Yeah, the first offensive drive for McGuffey inside the red zone, 9:29.
There's a pitch, going around the right side, up the middle, out to the right to the 5. Touchdown, McGuffey, first play on offense of the season. Ethan Dietrich takes it in. And McGuffey's on the board, 6-0.
Way to set the tone. Very nicely done by the Highlanders.
Wasted no time at all. That was a 12-yard run, I believe. Twelve-yard run by Dietrich. That was a huge hole off that right side. Great job by the offensive line. Stewart in here to attempt the point after. McEwen doing the holding. He gets the snap down. That kick is up. And that kick is good with 9:24 to go in the first quarter. It's McGuffey.
Number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Welcome back here to the Highlander Stadium. Quick hit there off the great field position. Off the basically the second bad snap of the game. The first one was on a shotgun snap. That last one on the punt, fumbled by the punter, number 11, that was Jake Kaler. And McGuffey would get the ball on the 12 and take one play. Dylan Stewart again ready to handle the kickoff. Last one was a touchback. This one end over end, and it's going to be taken inside the 15. 15, the 20, trying up the middle there is number 40. And I don't have a 40.
It was actually number 41,
okay.
Cole Teets.
That's why I don't have a 40.
The sophomore running back that time. Yeah, he took that kickoff right inside the 15, right around the 13-yard line. He scrambled for a few. He gets up to the 28, and this is where Southmoreland takes over 1st and 10.
All right. Second possession of the game. A little bit better field position. Last time they did move the chains on their first play. Got a 10-yard run, but after that, had some trouble. And Keffer out here in the shotgun again, 3 wide this time. Sidecar to his right. He's going to roll right. Keffer is going to be chased, throws down the field. He's got a man. It's caught, and another first down as he goes out of bounds. It's Ty Keffer, and he has a pickup of, see where they mark it, maybe about 13 yards out to the 43-yard line. Maybe a little more, maybe about a 15-yard gain.
Keffer beat the outside backer that time. He let his man go out of control down the right sideline there, and obviously Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton doesn't like what he sees, and he's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, we'll take it with him. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Looking to earn fast cash for scrap metal and vehicles? Brookman Iron and Metals will pay you top dollar for unwanted scrap metal or junk cars. Since 1931, Brookman Iron and Metals has offered the highest market prices for scrap metal, from iron to brass to vehicles. Looking to recycle? Their local family-owned company will take any recyclable metal off your hands. In addition, you have easy access to their clean location to recycle without a hassle. Don't let recyclable metal materials take up your much-needed space. Use a roll-off container from Brookman Iron and Metals to provide you with a convenient solution for your recycling needs. Brookman Iron and Metals, located at 4 Ray Street in Washington, 724-222-4260.
All right, welcome back after the timeout. As we've seen head coach Ed Dalton do over the years, he does like to use those timeouts early, especially when he sees something on defense he wants to correct. So here we are, first down and 10. You can call that no gain territory tonight. 2 running backs back there in the backfield with Keffer in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. They're going to fake it to him, and now Keffer gets dropped down from behind in the backfield. That's a loss of 4.
I believe that was Kyle Brookman on the stop that time. Was able to track down Keffer from right to left. And it looks to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Looked like he wanted to hand it off to Richter, who was coming across in motion in the jet sweep, but Second down and 14, ball back at the 45-yard line of McGuffey. 2 wideouts to each side. Kepper gets it back again. He's going to try to the screen over here, and it's complete. 40, 35, inside to the 30. We're going to have a flag that is thrown here. I believe it's going to be on Southmoreland for a block.
I think it was a block in the back here on the near side of the field.
Wetzel with the big gainer on the screenplay of about
side of the field.
Wetzel with the big gainer on the screenplay of about 21 yards, but so let's repeat second down. We'll see where they mark it off from. I think is that a spot of the foul penalty?
I believe so.
So they're saying it happened at the 35. So that will put them back. Basically, it's no play because it's going to go back out to the 45-yard line. Take 2. Do it all again. But McGuffey will take that any day because that was a big gainer on that screenplay. So far through the air, that's how Southmoreland's been able to move the ball.
And as a former defensive lineman, you're supposed to stay home when identifying the screen, for that matter.
3 wide to the right this time. Kepper with the hard count. Takes it, rolls right, and I think that hard count got one of his own guys to move.
Might have been the wide receiver to the near side, Keffer. I think he jumped a little bit as you cadence into the hard count. So that'll move Southmoreland back 5 yards.
Put them right back at midfield and bring up second down and 19. 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. McGuffey on the board 7-0 early, taking advantage of the great field position after the bad snap on the punt. Kepper again gets the count, rolling right this time, looking right. Throws downfield. He's got a man wide open at the 35-yard line, and almost a first down yardage is Wyatt Richter, but I think he's about a yard short. We'll see if they give him the spot. Yeah, well, actually, where that referee's coming in, he's gonna have it. He gave him an extra yard there.
Yeah, very generous spot.
He's short by about a half yard. They have him at the 31.5. So this will bring up third down and short, and you figure this is definitely 4-down territory here. So McGuffey would do well to maybe get something behind the line of scrimmage here. Once again, Southmoreland able to get a chunk of yards through the air. First time under center tonight for Kepper. I formation behind him, and he's going to hand off his tailback and gets the first down as he squeaks across the 30-yard line. That was number 20, Austin Moe. His first carry of the game will move the chains for the Scotties, and they'll put it at the 28-yard line where it'll be first down and 10.
Yeah, the old power eye never fails on a third and short, and that time Moe just powered his way past the McGuffey defensive line. And Southmoreland's on the move.
Back in the shotgun is Kepper. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. He gets the snap, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle. It's dropped. And he had a man in the seam, and that was number 2, Stanley Chapman. He couldn't hang on to it, so that'll bring up second down and 10.
That was a bullet pass to Chapman. But right now the secondary's hurting. They're leaving too many gaps wide open, and those open gaps are like a gift to Southmoreland. That's how they've been able to march downfield on this McGuffey defense.
This time 2 wideouts to the left. Second down and 10. Kepper gets it, looks left, throws there. He's got a man, and it was a low pass but brought in by Kepper, and is inside the red zone down to the 16-yard line, and he's got another first down. That is 3 receptions for Ty Kepper today, and all 3 of them have moved the chains.
Yeah, the corners stayed home along with the linebackers, and Kepper was able to get open near the McGuffey sideline yet again and comes up with another critical catch. That puts Southmoreland inside the red zone with 5:30 to go here in the opening quarter.
He did a good job scooping that one because that was almost on the carpet. Kepper's going to go wide right this time in the 3 wide set. First and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. Kepper gets it, hands it off to the tailback, and it's a short gain of 1 down to the 15-yard line for Wetzel. Bring up second down and 9.
Southmoreland struggling on the run this go around with possession. McGuffey defense has been honing in on the running backs very carefully. Able to shut down the run.
You're not surprised if Southmoreland goes right back to the air here, where they've had a lot of success moving the ball here in the early going. 2nd and 9. Man in motion this time, and they're going to fake the handoff. Keffer again going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 17-yard line. That's a loss of 2 to bring up 3rd down and 11.
And Troy Falosk
Man
says,
in motion.
just comes crashing down on Keffer.
So a big play here. We have no idea the strength of the kicker's leg for Southmoreland, so I'm not sure if this is field goal range or not. But nonetheless, 3rd down and 11 from the 17-yard line of McGuffey. They're going to send 3 wideouts to the right. We got a timeout here, and this is taken by the Scotties. They're first of the half, and we'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Welcome back here to Highlander Stadium after the Southmoreland timeout there, first of the half. Each team has used one of theirs. 7-0 McGuffey, but Southmoreland knocking on the door. 3rd down and 11 at the McGuffey 17-yard line with 3:48 to go in the first quarter. Keffer has 2 running backs, one each side here, in the shotgun beside him. He's back to pass, looking down to the right side. He's got a man in the end zone. The pass is over the head of the intended receiver, and that's going to bring up 4th down. He was trying to hit Ty Keffer down in the corner of the end zone, but that one falls incomplete, and it looks like we are going to have a field goal attempt.
That was great coverage by Nate Romastan on the play. Was able to stay with the wide receiver that time, and he was able to jump up, slightly get a hand on it, and now a field goal attempt for Southmoreland. Jake Taylor, I believe. Is that number 11?
Yeah, that is Jake Kaler, he was the punter that fumbled the snap. He's going to do the kicking duties too. This is the 34-yarder, not a chip shot here. So try to get them on the board. The snap, the kick is up. It is long enough, and that kick is good. So with 3:38 remaining in the first quarter, Southmoreland on the board. It's McGuffey 7 and the Scotties 3. Right back here at Highlander Stadium. Oh, wait, never mind. We're going to keep it right here because there is a flag. See what this flag is on. The field goal was good.
They're going to call bull rushing the center, possibly.
Is that a personal foul?
I believe now it is.
If that is, then that is a first down. That is a horrible penalty to take if that's the case. Personal foul.
Running into the kicker.
Wow. Wow, that is a costly penalty. It would have been 7-3. McGuffey getting the ball back on the kickoff. Instead, they're going to march this off. Is it an automatic first down?
Yes.
So
that would be automatic first down.
Ball is going to be placed at the, where are we going here? About the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Southmoreland. Wow. Can't have those kinds of mistakes. So Southmoreland with a clean slate here and knocking on the door heavily, trying to tie this game up. Keffer in the shotgun. Gets a snap. He's going to try the right side. He's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss again. This time brought down around the 9-yard line. He's just having no luck on that keeper option to the right side.
Yeah, the right side shut down. Troy Falosk as well as Kyle Brookman on the stop for McGuffey. That brings up a second down.
Two wideouts to the short side on the right, one on the left. He gets the snap and throws over the middle. He's got a man open, and it is caught. And does he hold on to it? No. He bobbled the ball on his way down, and the referee said, no, that ball hit the turf. That was number 2, Stanley Chapman. That's a second drop for Chapman on this drive. He dropped that pass in the seam a few plays ago, and this time I'm not going to blame it on him. That was an excellent hit by the McGuffey defender in the end zone.
Yeah, I believe that was either number 2, Philip McEwen, or number 22, Ethan Dietrich.
Throws a short one here to Ty Keffer. He's going to try to get past a man, and he can't. He's tackled inside the 5 around the 3-yard line, where it'll be 4th down and goal.
Yeah, McEwen and Brookman both on the stop, prohibiting Keffer from entering the end zone. But again, that little dump pass out to the flat's been open so far this entire quarter for Southmoreland, and hopefully McGuffey can adjust later on throughout this game to shut that down.
Let's hope they adjust right now, because Southmoreland's going for it here on the 4th down and goal from the 3. I guess at the luxury of being in a non-conference game here, you might take a chance. You wouldn't. Saw them kick their kicker good from 34. Here they are out here, power formation. And here's Ty Keffer off the right side trying to get in, and he made it in just barely in for the touchdown. A 3-yard run by Ty Keffer will make it 7-6 with 2:11 with the point after attempt coming up.
Yeah, he scrambled. There was a gap open there on the right side, and he took advantage of it and noses the edge of the ball out across the pylon and in for a touchdown. Southmoreland scores 7-6, and now Kaler comes on for the point after attempt.
High snap and brought down. This one is going to be up and good with 2:11 to go. We are tied at 7 between McGuffey and Southmoreland. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by RH Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
Back here at Highlander Stadium, tied at 7 with 2:11 to go. And that was a 4-point penalty, Zach, that roughing the kicker on the made field goal by Kaler, or running in the snap, whatever they called it. Whoever they roughed on that one was a 4-point penalty, because instead of being 7-3, McGuffey still at the lead. They got the fresh set of downs. They will eventually put it in on 4th and goal. And we are tied at 7 here. So McGuffey this time receiving their first kickoff of the game. The last possession where they scored on one play, they only took one play, and that was after the botched punt snap. This one's going to go deep. Dietrich takes it inside the 10. He's at the 15 and follows some blockers across the 25, where he'll be tackled at the 27-yard line. That'll be where the Highlanders start their second possession of the evening. So we didn't really get a chance to see much of the McGuffey offense because it only took them that one run. 12-yard scamper by Dietrich. This time they've got a lot more field to cover. Come out here.
Especially starting at your own 27-yard line. You have a lot of real estate to work with here towards the end of the first quarter.
And this one's going to be faked to Dietrich. Rolling out here is McEwen. He throws deep down the field. He's got a man in single coverage. Caught! And it's going to go all the way! That's going to be a touchdown! 33 yards for McGuffey. Once again, it only takes one play.
An unbelievable catch by Tristan McAdoo coming out of nowhere. Turning into Stretch Armstrong, bringing in that pass, beating the defender downfield. He kicks on the afterjets. And again, one play, McGuffey marches right downfield. It's 13-7 as they try for the point after attempt.
Wow, great catch, but what a throw on the move by Philip McEwen. Getting it over that defender and laying it right into the breadbasket for McAdoo. McEwen will do the holding here for Stewart. Low snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good with 1:53. McGuffey has a lead back at 14-7. Let's keep it right here, Zach. McGuffey not giving us a lot of time to see him in an offensive set. We thought, being in a normal field position situation, we get to see the offense work here. But, man, what a play. 73 yards. The pass from Philip McEwen to Tristan McAdoo. And we are right back here in the lead here for the Highlanders, 14-7.
Sorry, I was briefly interrupted by our program director, Jason Kern.
What did he feel was so important he had to?
I don't know. He should know better. Rule 1 of broadcasting: don't bother the broadcasters. But he feels he's above the law, so I wasn't ignoring you. But
yeah,
Jason just doing Jason-like things. That's right. Why we keep him around, paying the big bucks. Yep. But yeah, well, that was unbelievable though. Going back to that.
We're so used to watching them with that triple option on the run, but to come out there on the pass and just, and it was single coverage. The coverage wasn't bad. McAdoo just had just enough separation and was able to bring that in. Here's Stewart's kickoff, end over end again. This one's going to go inside the 10 and up to the 20, almost. Oh, fumbled, picked up by McGuffey, and going to be brought down near the 21-yard line with the ball. We'll get you a number here in a second, trying to see it on the screen. These are so hard to find. That was Stewart. Was that the kicker? Number 11. Sorry, there was 2 1s there. That was
Conklin.
Ryan Keith.
Let's say Ty Conklin. Sorry, there's that small print again getting to you.
I have 11 as.
Yeah,
that's Ryan
right.
Keith. Yeah, Ryan Keith picking that up. Wow, and McGuffey right back in business here. Ball at the 22-yard line.
So another opportunity for McGuffey to score yet again.
Fumbling
McEwen
that
comes
ball.
under center.
That was number 24, Cam Phillips. There's running with the option to about the 20-yard line for a 2-yard gain. I believe that was Kyle Brookman on the carry. His first carry of the game. Gets a couple. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Yardstick says 4th down, but they got to fix that. And they do. All right. So 2nd down and 8. That's 2 costly special team plays here for Southmoreland. They had the fumbled snap on their first punt, and now fumbling the kickoff return with 1:11 to go in the first quarter. McGuffey on the 20-yard line of the Scotties. 2 wide here in the triple option set as McEwen comes under center. Hard count. Sends a man in motion. Gives it to him. It's a reverse inside. Up the middle, and it's Dietrich inside the 15, pushing forward, reaching forward. He dropped the ball, but I think he got that back.
I think his knee was down as he was down the turf. Trying to hold on to the ball is number 25, Wyatt Ricker. He thinks he has it, but
he moved the sticks too. He may have been down, but he also might have been laying on one of the defenders.
That's what makes it very tough, but it's going to be a first down for McGuffey regardless.
Big chance here for the Highlanders to put one on the board here right after the turnover. 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. McEwen under center. Gets it. Fakes it. Wants to go left. Pitches left. He's got Dietrich on the left side. 10. Tries to cut outside. We've got a flag. He's brought down inside the 5 for about an 8-yard gain, but there's a flag in the backfield, normally in the area of holding.
Which wouldn't be surprised if this one comes back and haunts McGuffey. Stops the clock with 26 seconds to go. I mean, now's the time when you like to get these penalties out of the way.
He never called what the penalty was. Did they pick up the flag?
They did pick up the flag, so they're just going to start.
Wow. Okay, so that's a game of that's a gain of 8. All right, 2nd down and 2. Ball at the 5 or the 4-yard line rather. They can still get a first down. That would be at about the 2-yard line. So no foul on the play, and McEwen here under center. Sends a man in motion. And no, keeping it is Brookman. He dives forward. He did not make the goal line, but he's got the first down near the 1-yard line. It'll bring up 1st and goal.
And that's going to be at the end of the first quarter. And McGuffey with a 14-7 lead. Back with second quarter action when we return on the McGuffey Sports Network powered.
Fakes it, wants to go left, pitches left. He's got Dietrich on the left side, 10. Tries to cut outside, we've got a flag. He's brought down inside the 5 for about an 8-yard gain, but there's a
Street in Washington and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Welcome back here. Start of the second quarter. McGuffey up 14-7 and knocking on the door here, trying to lengthen that lead out. Real quick, if you'd like to watch the video link and you tried the link on McGuffeySports.com, that one did not work, but you can find the actual link on our Twitter feed, the McGuffey Sports Network Twitter feed, or also on the Triple Live High School Sports Network scoreboard show. Click on the video link there, and you can watch along with us here as we have excellent video production here by Mr. Kevin Robinson of Isaiah Wings Video. Here we go. First down and goal at the 1. McEwen under center. Gets it, pitches it, and it's right up the gut. There, Kyle Brookman could have waltzed into the end zone there for the 1-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, just a quick toss to the right side, and he squeaks on in for a McGuffey touchdown. They extend its lead. It's 20-7, and here comes the point after attempt by kicker Dylan Stewart.
McEwen again doing the holding. Snap is low again. This time kick is up and much stronger, and that kick is good. 3 seconds into the second quarter. McGuffey now has a 21-7 lead. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network. Goal at the 1. Could have waltzed into the end zone there for the 1-yard touchdown run.
Custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
You know, Zach, that last run, talk about the hole. Part of the reason for that hole, you had a nice block by Tristan McAdoo sealing off the outside edge, but Eric Donnelly just totally opened that all up. Watching that replay here on the video, man, one. First down and goal at the 1. McEwen under center. Gets it, pitches it, and it's right up the gut. There, Kyle. End over end that's heading down to the left side. That's Campbell. He's got it at the 6. The 10. The 15. Makes a move at the 25. The 30. Out to the 35 near the 36-yard line. Good field position here for Southmoreland as they will take over on offense.
A nice return for Southmoreland, getting out across the 30 to start this drive. But, yeah, going back, I saw that replay again. But, yeah, when you see the size hole he opened up, it was almost as if the snowman was leading the way for Smokey and the Bandit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was full steam ahead into the end zone for a touchdown.
I said Campbell. That was Cameron Phillips on the return, 24. And this time, Keffer's going to go wide out to the left side there. And quarterback, Caden Kiefer. Sorry, we have Caden Kiefer and Ty Keffer. I was right. Handing up the middle, and for no gain, maybe a loss, is the tailback, Jeffrey Johnson. So I got to get these names right. So we have Caden Kiefer is the quarterback. Ty Keffer is the wide receiver. Unless
Kiefer and Keffer, yeah.
Is that
Caden Kiefer, Ty Keffer.
Okay. Unless one's a typo. And if so, I apologize. These were the rosters we got from Southmoreland because you actually got them straight from.
Yes, straight from the source.
Okay. So we're going to go with what they gave. So Caden Kiefer, the quarterback. So that is number 6. Ty Keffer, the wideout, number 7. He's going to line up here on the right side, which is the short side of the field. All right. In the backfield again with Kiefer is Jeffrey Johnson. 2nd down and 10. Looking left, wide receiver screen the left side, and they complete it, but it's going to be a short gain as Ronnie Collins was brought down after a gain of 2.
Yeah, it was Romastan on the stop that time. The cornerbacks and the outside backer is able to identify the wide receiver screen. They're able to shut it down instantaneously for a short gain. It brings up a 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8, 10:42 to go in the first half. McGuffey leads 21-7. We're going to go 4 wide. Keffer, the lone wide out on the short side on the left. The other 3 are to the right side. And Johnson is the sidecar. Here's the snap. Rolling right is Kiefer. He's got traffic, and he's going to be brought down to the backfield. He is sacked back near the 30-yard line. And that was number 21, I think, in on the tackle, wasn't it? Johnson. Who's returning? We got Brookman back there. And I really apologize. That's Kyle Brookman back here who's ready to return this punt. He hasn't got the return one yet. We got another timeout for the Scotties. We'll keep it right here. That's their 2nd of the half. We have a couple things here. So, I'm not as young as I used to be, so my eyes not quite as good. But this is the smallest lineup sheet I could get. I tried to enlarge print. I can't. And these jerseys, I love them. They're awesome looking. They are really hard to see the number. It doesn't jump out at you because they got navy blue on a dark background. So I'm trying to get these numbers and the names, and I apologize. And Southmoreland's easy. It's white with black
it's
jersey.
great. But no,
I'll turn our light on here.
I could tell you, I'm not going to name drop any names, but the person that sent this file happens to be standing down on the sidelines wearing a headset right now.
Yeah.
We're not going to use any names or anything.
We're grateful we got it, and I wish I knew how. If I was better at technology, I would have been able to get it probably in larger print, and I'm going to work on that between now and next week. But in the meantime, we'll do what we got.
So that'll be your homework assignment for the week.
It
First
is.
week back in school, buddy. Come on.
It might take me a while. There's a snap. This one is taken down by Kaler. Gets a wobbly punt. Fair catch called for by Brookman. He's got it at the 42-yard line. That'll be where McGuffey takes over 1st and 10 with 9:48 to go in the half. They lead 21-7.
And speaking of the half, we have the Week 0 edition of the Trib Live High School Sports Network halftime show coming your way at the conclusion of this quarter. Mr. Don Rebel and friends join us once again as it's football's favorite halftime show. And you would not want to miss this one coming up at the conclusion of the second quarter.
So they will take the field this time. Not the worst field position they've had. Last time they were in their own territory. That took one too. McAdoo's on the right side, lined up at wide out. McEwen under center here again. Going to get it, and he ended up the middle. I believe that was Donley, the fullback. And that was so Donley with I think that's his first carry. That is a gain of, they're going to give him 4. He got across the 45-yard line. So nice gain up the middle there, which didn't look like there was a lot of space, but the fullback will make it 2nd down and 6.
You keep the legs pumping, you keep the momentum going in your direction. Those are 4 hard-fought yards for McGuffey's offense and the running back Donley.
2nd down and 6. Snap up the middle again. This time a shorter gain by Donnelly. I think he might have only gotten 1.
Yeah, that time he was stopped by Wetzel and number 10, Elliot Primus, the sophomore linebacker. Met him for, looks to be a gain of 1. That's a generous gain. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is the longest yardage McGuffey has had on 3rd down so far. And that's only 3rd and 5, but looking to keep possession here and keep the Southmoreland defense on the field. They get it. They pitch it this time. In the block is Brookman, and he gets across the 50, but he's going to be a yard shy of first down yardage. We'll see what McGuffey decides to do here on 4th and 1.
I might want to take the chance and go for it.
Looks like they are. And once again, a luxury of a non-conference game, you might take a chance here early in the season that you wouldn't do later. We saw Southmoreland do it on the 4th down and goal, and that paid off. See if it pays off for the Highlanders. McEwen up under center here again, 4th down and 1. And in motion, they pitch it to him. It's Dietrich. He tries to plow up the middle. He's close. We'll see where the spot is.
I think they're going to give him the spot.
Yes,
they're
they
going to give him
are.
the first down.
Wow.
Amazing. Especially with that right side, well, be the left side of the line for Southmoreland. They had a rush end standing up, and then they had the will backer right behind the rush end, so they double stacked the left side of that line. But amazingly, Dietrich able to get the edge of the nose of the
A flag from the far side official.
I didn't see anybody move, did you?
It was just as they were getting set up, so let's see what the call is. Sideline warning against Southmoreland. Okay. Their sideline is not thrilled about that.
One of the weirdest penalties, I think.
It is. It's a little odd. Here's the snap. Donley, no, keeping it and following Donley is McEwen. He bounces it outside, gets hit from behind, and falls forward. Oh, a late hit.
Well, they're not going to call it.
I don't see a flag coming out, but they got fallen on there and kind of hit in the head by the linebacker. But McEwen is still a very nice gain of 6 on first down. First down is odd. Here's the snap. Donley, no, keeping it and following Donley is McEwen. He's bouncing. Pass. McEwen looks right, throws right. He's got a man. It's caught, but he's hit in the back, or hit right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 after fighting there in the flat. That is that Dietrich or Brookman? That is, I can't tell if that's 22 or 23.
Looked like it was 22, Dietrich that time.
All right.
And coming in on the
stop.
No,
that was 23. Sorry, that was 20 because
Brookman,
Dietrich.
yep.
Yeah, that was Brookman.
Yeah, coming on for McGuffey now, though, with the play, number 84, Travis White.
3rd down and 3. That was a gain of 1. They need to get down to the 37-yard line. McEwen under center. Takes it up the middle to Donley, pushing forward and all the way down to the 35-yard line where he's got another McGuffey first down. This drive is a little bit more like what we've seen from McGuffey over the last several years with the triple option. And power football right up the middle, a lot of the fullback. They had a bunch of big plays early on, so we didn't really get to see this. But this is a nice drive as they've gotten a couple first downs here to take it inside 6 minutes left in the half.
That's just smash mouth football in your face right now, right up the middle. Yes, this is what we're used to seeing out of this McGuffey offense. It's nice to know it's back alive and well here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of Southmoreland. McEwen gets it, fakes the handoff. He's rolling to his left, throws. He's got a man. It's caught. Oh, no, it's dropped. He had Donley wide open at the 30, and as he was getting out into the open, he could not hang on to the ball. That would have been a nice gainer, but it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Catch first, then run. Catch first, then run. Didn't watch the ball all the way into his hands. He bobbles it. He's lucky it goes incomplete, but he had a nice chunk of real estate standing right in front of him.
2nd down and 10 with 5:36 remaining now in the half. Clock stopped with the incompletion. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining in the half. 2 wide set, 1 to each side here. McEwen goes under center. Sends a man in motion. That is Brookman. He goes back to pass, and then he's got a scramble. He takes off. McEwen cuts it to 30. He's got a first down at the 25. Cuts inside the 20. What a move. Down to the 15 and down near the 10-yard line. Phillip McEwen dancing his way down into the red zone.
A little shimmy to the left, a little sidestep right, a little shuffle up the center. Phillip McEwen do the 2-step. Tripped up by 3 defenders from Southmoreland.
1st and 10, and they're going to go up the gut again. Still on his feet is Donnelly, and he's all the way down near the 6. That is a pickup of about 7 yards. We'll call it a long 6-yard gain, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Entering the game now, that is number 84, and that is Travis White.
It's nice to see White, along with Keith, have been rotating a lot on this series, in and out, trying to get some extra reps.
2nd down and 4 to go here. McEwen inside the 10-yard line again with the ball. Hands it off. This time, no, he's going to follow Donnelly up the middle, and that pile is still moving. And he's close to a 1st down yardage. We'll see if they give him the spot. They do. It's going to be 1st and goal again for McGuffey down near the 2-yard line. Just inside the 2 with 4:13 to go in the half.
And again, smash mouth football up in your face. They're going to run it up the middle all night. This is what this McGuffey offense is known for.
McAdoo to the right side. Ryan Keith to the left. McEwen gets it. He pitches it. Brookman, left side. Touchdown, Kyle Brookman. His 2nd of the night. This one from 2 yards out.
2 yards out for Kyle Brookman. This time he looks back at the boys and said, we're going cruising down a back road. He takes it just to the outside, and he cuts it in for 6. McGuffey up 27-7. Dylan Stewart on for the point after attempt.
He's been a busy man tonight. This is 4th time tonight. And McEwen again with the hold. Snap is down. Kick is up. The kick is good with 3:53 to go, 3:53 to go in the half. McGuffey now leads 28-7. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Highlander fans,
McEwen gets it. He pitches it. Brookman, left side. Touchdown, Kyle Brookman. His 2nd of the night. This one from 2 yards out.
diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Welcome back. McGuffey up 28-7 here late in the first half. And they've been doing it a lot of different ways. 3 running touchdowns, had the 1 big pass play to McAdoo, but the defense has been playing well, and special teams have played a big part in this first half. So special teams are out there right now with Dylan Stewart, ready to kick it off again.
I mean, the offense and special teams have shined. Defense is hanging in there, but they still need to fine-tune themselves just a little bit, and I think they can make those adjustments going into the half.
Stewart with the run-up. End over end, heading towards the corner, and that one could be trouble. That is going out of bounds. So that will give Southmoreland good field position out at the 35.
Yeah, he tried holding the numbers on that kick, but he just hit the right side of the ball, I think, a little bit too much. It went out right at the 6-yard line.
They're going to make him re-kick, or are they just going to take it? I think they're going to take the
Take
spot.
the penalty, yeah. Take the spot, which
should be at the 35.
Yes.
All right. So Southmoreland trying to get things going again. They did have the one drive where they got a bit of a gift too. McGuffey has held them to a field goal, but on the field goal there was a personal foul, and Southmoreland got a second chance, and they were eventually able to punch it in on a 4th down and goal to get their 1 score of the evening. They came out again here under 4 minutes to go. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Kiefer, the quarterback, will be in the shotgun again. He's got 3 wideouts. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He's got a sidecar in the backfield beside him. Sends a man in motion. Going to fake the handoff. Now it's inside reversed, and that one is going nowhere. Wetzel gains 1 yard, but beautifully read there by the McGuffey defense.
Yeah, stop for no gain. They try the fake to the outside. Wetzel comes on the counter. Nobody home.
Is that Donnelly on the tackle?
No, they're actually going to give them a generous spot of 1. I believe that was Donnelly on the tackle for McGuffey. So it's a 2nd and 2, or 2nd and 9, excuse me.
Keeper in the shotgun once more. Gets it. Straight back. Looking down the middle. Throws there. It's caught. First down across midfield. That is Keffer. He is at the McGuffey 48-yard line, and every time, or now the 47 is where they're going to put it, every time he's caught the ball, they have got a first down. And I believe that's at least 4 receptions tonight for him.
Yeah, and they tried to split the difference. McEwen there on coverage as well as Aiden Odell. And the quarterback, Kiefer, able to find Keffer right down the middle of some traffic there. A huge first down for Southmoreland, inside 3 to go. They're on the opposite side of the 50, trying to find the end zone here before half's end.
Yeah, I think the difference there, he had a lot of time in the backfield, so McGuffey needs to get some pressure here. First down and 10. Hard count. Now he's back, looking left, throws left. He's got Keffer again. He's got it. He's got another first down as he gets across the 35-yard line down to the 34. Pickup of about 13 yards there to Keffer once more.
Yeah, probably the wrong time to blitz. The middle backer staying home, the Sam and the Mike backer, which would be the strong and the wheat backer, both blitzing on top of the tackles there. Weren't able to get to the quarterback, Kiefer, in time. And again, Keffer sitting wide out in the flat. I think that's going to be a bit of a problem here for McGuffey, as it hasn't been for one whole half of football.
First and 10. Southmoreland. There's the snap. Kiefer has it. He's going to keep it. He's in the backfield and dropped again. He has had no luck running the ball tonight. They keep going back to it, this time for a loss of 4.
Yeah, they blitzed the left side of the line. That was 24 that time.
Southmoreland. There's the snap. Kiefer has it. He's going to keep it. He's in the backfield and dropped again. He has had no luck running the ball tonight. They keep going back to
come in for the stop. Under 2 minutes to go.
So second down and 14. 1:39 to go in the half. Clock starting to become a factor. Kiefer gets it. Pump fakes, and he's hitting the backfield and dropped for the sack. Nowhere to go there. Is that Brookman? No, that's Keffer. Kiefer gets it. Pump. Nowhere. Kiefer gets it. Pump. First down. There is a 1:06 to go. We have a timeout on the field, and that is we have a sideline warning against McGuffey this time, I believe. That is what stopped the clock. Well, that's a big gift. Now they are going to wind it now. But that's a gift to keep that time on the clock there to give Southmoreland time to get set up. They still have the 2 timeouts. Third down and very long. Kiefer in the shotgun.
Looks like he calls an audible.
Wetzel beside him to the right now. Back to pass. Blitzing again. That time it's picked up. He's got a man deep. It's going to be incomplete. A little too high for Wyatt Richter, and he was in double coverage, and he is down on the field.
And he's slow to get up, and he finally
gets
his
up. Right arm.
Yeah, McEwen back there in coverage, as well as number 7, Isaiah Dale.
He's moving that arm around now. So he first got up holding his elbow. Now he kind of is moving the arm around. They are going to punt because it's 4th down and 20 now after the incompletion. Last time they tried this, it was a bad snap, and McGuffey got the ball deep in Southmoreland territory. This one is a better snap. Wobbly punt, and it's going to drop around the 20. And come back, takes a McGuffey bounce back across the 25. We'll see where they spot it. Right at the 25. So McGuffey takes over 35 seconds to go. We'll see if Coach Ed Dalton tries anything with these 2 timeouts in 35 seconds, or if he'll just take this 3-touchdown lead into the half.
I mean, either way, it's a win with 35 seconds left to go, knowing that you come out, start the second half with possession.
That's true.
Again, another smart move by the McGuffey Highlanders and Coach Dalton yet again deferring to the second half. And speaking of the second half, the Week 0 edition of the Trib Live High School Sports Network halftime show coming your way at the conclusion of this quarter. You're not going to want to miss it. It's Week 0. Curious to know what Don Rebel's going to be speaking about this week.
And McEwen's under center, pitches, and we've got Brookman. He's across the 30, breaks a tackle, 35-40, still on his feet, 45 out to midfield. Brookman, his longest run of the evening. We've seen him do that before. He can run, and he's got a sack. And McEwen's under center, pitches, and his longest run of the evening. We've seen him do that before. The boom was Kyle Brookman.
Like playing Madden, you just throw the truck stick forward, boom. That's what it puts you in the mind of. Kevin, you're over there shaking your head like you can't believe it.
Yeah, Kevin, thanks for the replays, too. That's an awesome
This is fantastic,
yeah.
yes.
Love it. And once again, Kevin Robinson with the video production tonight for Isaiah Wing's video. And we want to give you that link once again. If you did miss it, if it's not, you can't find the link on McGuffeysports.com. We'll have it there next week. But tonight, it's on the Twitter feed. Zach did post the link there on McGuffey Sports Twitter feed as well. If you want to go to the Triple Live High School Sports Network, go to their scoreboard page, click on the video link for the matchup between McGuffey and Southmoreland. That'll take you to our live video production, and you'll be able to hear us and listen to us tonight.
You know, I kind of wish we had a soundboard that we could just cue up the clap for him so he could hear it coming through his headphones there. Because, I could get used to this. I like this. I like change.
All right, 26 seconds to go. One timeout for McGuffey. Here's McEwen. He's back to pass. Rolling right. He's being chased. And he's going to have to do something. He does not. And getting the sack is Elliot Primus. And we have a flag right at the line of scrimmage. It's a hold, and that could be on McGuffey anyways.
Yeah, he should have been smart and tossed it. He heard the footsteps behind him. He thought it was the boogeyman. He should have just threw it. But nah, he gets gobbled up there.
And holding on McGuffey, so that will be declined, I would imagine.
Yep, it's going to be a replay of a down.
Well, they took the penalty.
So that's going to march McGuffey way back.
I don't know why you take that. I'd take the loss and the down. I mean, there's only 19 seconds, so I guess the down really isn't that big of a deal. So it's 5 more yards must be what they're thinking.
Plus the clock continues to run.
It was about a 5-yard sack as it was.
12 seconds left to go. Wouldn't be surprised they just let it run out from here.
Yeah,
that's what they're
going to
do. They're going to ride it into the half.
So your score at the half, McGuffey 28, Southmoreland 7. We'll be right back here for halftime on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit the Back Lot, located at 840 Race Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
Welcome back to Highlander Stadium. McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network. I'm Rusty Pett alongside Zach Waters. The score at the half, McGuffey 28 and Southmoreland 7. Here's how we got there. Southmoreland would get the ball first, but they were forced to punt. The snap for the punt was fumbled by the punter and picked up by McGuffey at the 12-yard line. It would take them one play. That would be a 12-yard run by Ethan Dietrich. He punched it in from there. The extra point was good to make it 7-0. Southmoreland would get on the board. They would drive down the field, and then eventually their wide receiver, Ty Keffer, would line up in the wildcat position, take the snap, and go in from 3 yards out on 4th and goal to tie it up at 7 after the point after attempt. McGuffey, though, would get the ball back on the ensuing kickoff, and once again, it only took one play, a 73-yard pass from Philip McEwen to Tristan McAdoo would get in the end zone Extra point, once again, good by Dylan Stewart, and that would made it 14-7. Into the second quarter, McGuffey again would get a fumble off the kickoff return to set them up deep in Southmoreland territory. This time, eventually, a 1-yard run by Cal Brookman did the trick, and then finally they would get one more, a 2-yard run by Cal Brookman, and the extra point made that one 28-7. So that's how we got here, and McGuffey looking strong in that first half.
Yeah, some spaces in between might need a little bit of work here and there. Obviously, the secondary, they're still having some difficulties with. We haven't quite got the kinks all worked out on that end. From an offensive standpoint, though, McGuffey's doing an outstanding job running the ball. They've connected on the pass a couple times. A nice, as you talked about, the McAdoo touchdown. Defensively, they're able to stop the run. Just some fine-tuned things that they can still try to maybe tweak as they go into the second half of this contest here tonight. As you said, sun setting, and speaking of sunsets, I know, weird transition, right? When was the last time you saw a sunset like that? You know, last time I saw a sunset like that, it was whenever I was down in Myrtle Beach. But sometimes Myrtle Beach doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're looking for an all-inclusive resort. Sometimes you might be looking for a cruise. Family vacation, possibly? How about going with a group of friends? Or a luxurious vacation? Or you and the missus want to have a little romance? You know what I'm saying? Well, then, lose yourself in the Caribbean with Sky's the Limit Travel, LLC. One of our new contacts of the McGuffey Sports Network. We'd like to welcome them aboard, and Betty Ulam. Visit them online, skieslimittravel.net. Betty Ulam, Michelle Liebhart. You can give them a call, 724-413-3182, or Michelle, 724-554-8200. Sky's the Limit Travel, LLC. They offer all-inclusive resorts, cruises, destination guides, family, groups, luxurious vacations, and romance. Give them a call. Book your next vacation with Sky's the Limit Travel, LLC.
All right, so we will hand things over right now to the Trib Live High School Sports Network and their Week 0 halftime show with Mr. Don Rebel. And then we'll be back here to get you ready for the second half. And while you're doing that, you can watch, of course, the bands. You got the Southmoreland band out there. They'll be followed by the Highlander band after that. So we'll see you here at the end of halftime on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
A Friday night tradition continues 2022. Welcome to the Trib Live High School Sports Network halftime show here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Another season is upon us. Yes, it's week 0, but everybody is excited. The players, the cheerleaders, the bands, the coaches, the fans, and we in the stinking media are excited to have another season of high school sports, and the focus, of course, high school football here on these Friday nights in September. We welcome you to our halftime show. Once again, my pleasure, Don Rebel, to welcome in Chris Harlan, who will be alongside once again this season. Chris, David Bowie once sang about changes a long time ago. But that really seems to be a striking theme, starting from the very top, the change in leadership of the WPIAL with Scott Seltzer now taking over for Amy Schuneman. And that was a little unexpected, but expected change every 2 years, the PIAA with realignment.
Yeah, realignment's always a big deal every 2 years to see where the teams, because the state takes them and puts you in new classifications based on your enrollment. And this year there was a little more movement than usual because the state kind of changed the formula a little bit, or at least explained the formula for counting enrollment a little differently. And a lot of schools in Western Pennsylvania were counting their VOTEC students differently than schools across the state. You didn't have to count them as, only had to count 10% of VOTEC students towards your enrollment is the way it came out. And because of that, you saw a lot of big schools actually drop in the enrollment this year. I mean, you'll see teams like Hempfield and Norwin, there were 6A schools last year, both slid down to 5A this year. Bell Vernon went from 4A. They were in the championship game last year. Now they're a 3A school this year. On the other side, you saw some schools move up. Central Valley was in the 3A state championship last year, 3-time defending WPL champion. They move up to 4A this year, and now they're in the park.
There's a pitch going around the right side, up the middle, out to the right to the 5. Touchdown, McGuffey first play on offense. Down and goal at the 1. McEwen under center. Gets it, pitches it, and it's right up the gut. There, Kyle Brookman could have walked. Goes under center, sends a man in motion. That is Brookman. He goes back to pass, and then he's got a scramble. He takes off. McEwen cuts it to 30. He's got a first down to 25. Cuts inside the 20. What a move down to the 15 and down near the 10-yard line. Phillip McEwen dances. McEwen gets it. He pitches it. Brookman, left side. Touchdown. Kyle Brookman, his second of the night. This one from 2 yards out.
Going down, and here in the WPIL, we saw a number of 6A schools start dropping down, and we're down to just 5 schools in that big school classification. So definitely a different landscape when you look at that realignment picture this year.
A lot of change where we talk about, especially at the start of a new season, coaching changes. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. But this year, a little bit off the charts, how many coaching changes, high school football coaching changes there were within the district.
Yeah, every year it seems like we have a lot of coaching changes nowadays. This year maybe more than usual. It sure seems that way. There were a lot of guys that up and moved, including a few big-name coaches that we saw on the move. One of them had switched schools in the conference, which I thought was pretty amazing. You don't see all that often. But John Ladon, who was a successful coach, won a state title at Penn Hills, he moves to Pine Richland in the same conference there in 5A. And that led some dominoes, and Penn Hills gets a new coach. So you see that kind of happen. Another one, I think a big name you saw was Eric Kasparovich, who, everyone knows he had a really successful run at Pine Richland, won state titles, won WPL titles. Didn't end well there. He spent last year at Pitt. Now he's back coaching again this year. We're back on the sidelines at Mars with his son, Eric Kasparovich Jr., who's a sophomore, going to be the quarterback for the Planets. And I know for Eric, that was a big part of him wanting to come back and coach, was the fact that, he thought he was going to get to coach his son at Pine Richland. That didn't work out. Now at Mars, his son comes over with him, and they get to coach together. And Eric Kasparovich back coaching on Friday nights. I know he's pretty happy with that.
Yep, the way it should be, right? Another change that we have seen, and a lot of it has to do with alignment, is the playoff format. We're not going to get into that now, but that'll be for halftime shows as we get closer to the actual district playoffs. But we know the championships, no 5A, no 6A at the Big House on the North Shore, Acrashore Stadium, will host the 4A, 3A, 2A, and Class A championships. 5A and 6A championships will be played the week before Thanksgiving at Norwin High School. And that, we've seen those 5 and 6 games, one here, one there, over the last 4 years because of the 6 classifications. But to have both 5 and 6 now at a high school venue, something different. I think a lot of people, though, are familiar with that. A lot of people might not be familiar, and you did a nice piece earlier in the month on HSSN about the big change at the state level.
Yeah, no longer going to be at Hershey Park Stadium. I think that's a big surprise to a lot of people. It had been there for a couple decades now, but now it's moving to a high school. The state football championships will be at Cumberland Valley, a high school. It's a big high school, one of the biggest in the state, but just west of Harrisburg. They won the bidding rights this year. They're going to have all 6 championships games there in December, and so that's it. I mean, people kind of surprised. The big thing, everyone threw Hershey kisses when they were going to Hershey Park. Now we got to find something new to celebrate when the team makes it to Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, and by all indications, and again, you did a great piece on it. That school district has put a lot of money and effort into their facilities. They've hosted state semifinals before. It seems they're ready to host such a big event.
Yeah, that's one thing. They put in new turf. They put in lights. They put in a big video scoreboard. They renovated their press boxes. they're into this. I talked to their athletic director about it, and he said, all the way from the superintendent down, school board, everybody was
Friday halftime show here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Next week, teams to watch. The following week, players to watch here in 2022. For Chris Harlan, I'm Don Rebel. Enjoy the second half of the game you are listening to here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Highlanders Nation lives here. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
Hi everyone, Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Cold weather wreaks havoc on your vehicles. Dead batteries, flat tires, or simply locked out? Call McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. McAdoo's offers roadside services, including fuel delivery, lockout assistance, jump starts, and tire changes, including 24-hour towing, recovery, hauling services for vehicles and loads of all sizes. Need crane service? No problem. McAdoo's is capable of 24-hour crane service and assistance with a fleet of 8 cranes. A family-owned and operated company since 1965. Why call just anyone when you can call a family you can trust? 724-484-7300. McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. Their business is picking up.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Looking to earn fast cash for scrap metal and vehicles? Brookman Iron and Metals will pay you top dollar for unwanted scrap metal or junk cars. Since 1931, Brookman Iron and Metals has offered the highest market prices for scrap metal, from iron to brass to vehicles. Looking to recycle? Their local family-owned company will take any recyclable metal off your hands. In addition, you have easy access to their clean location to recycle without a hassle. Don't let recyclable metal materials take up your much-needed space. Use a roll-off container from Brookman Iron and Metals to provide you with a convenient solution for your recycling needs. Brookman Iron and Metals, located at 4 Race Street in Washington, 724-222-4260.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
Welcome back to the McGuffey Sports Network. Halftime here at Highlander Stadium, 28-7. McGuffey on top of the Scotties.
You know, I know you're going to run down some scores here real quick. We
it.
talked about the weather. Apparently, we're lucky tonight.
Are we lucky,
Well,
though?
yeah, we've had a beautiful sunset.
Oh, yeah, we did have a beautiful.
So we're sitting here. We thought there was going to be rain. You mentioned the sunset was great. I went to check to see how our friends down at Green Sports doing the night because they had an inter-county matchup between Carmichael's and Waynesburg, and they were covering that game tonight. I went on, and they do video as well, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, why is it this? There's video delay and then there's delay. They were in the first quarter, like halfway through. I'm like, what is going on? And then I checked out their Twitter feed. They had a weather delay down in Waynesburg, and they couldn't get started. The kickoff didn't happen until it says 7:35. I think it was later than that. I think that
and then they pushed it back. Kickoff now pushed back to 7:53 p.m. And that's from our good friends down at Green Sports.
And so so we lucked out. We were worried. We thought with Kevin with all the video equipment, we're like we got to make sure he's inside and covered. So he's in here with us in these tight confines. But actually, this works pretty well. I don't know about you, but actually we were thinking, it might be tight. But I mean, if he needs this the whole time,
I'm okay with it if you're okay with it. And I said that from the get-go whenever we spoke earlier. But, we're going to get a quick glimpse.
Well, if he's okay with it, we should check with him.
I think he would have said something by now.
Well, the other thing that's nice is we're used to having to run cables a fairly long way to get him audio.
Now it's
But now with
short.
this, if he's okay with this, at least for the home games, which are 60% of our games this year.
Yeah, with the other 40, I mean, Mount Pleasant has a nice press box.
They do. They do.
That's a very big press box, so that'll be nice making the trip down there. But,
Waynesburg's is pretty large. It's a good enough setup. The only thing I don't like about Waynesburg's the windows do not open.
Okay, so here's what I also don't like about Waynesburg, and this is not a knock. I promise you it's not a knock.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But I can't tell you how many times where we've had to sit in the stands to cover a football game for Waynesburg.
Oh, really?
Because Wamby would be covering a game.
Yeah.
Green Sports covering a game.
I
They don't
know
have
if
any
they're-
room in the press box, so we would always be forced to go rogue out in the stands. And it was always funny because you'd have students coming up and asking you questions. You have parents asking you questions right in the middle of a play, and you're just kind of looking at them as to say, hey, kind of doing the broadcast bit here.
I could tell you because Jason Tennant sent me the broadcast schedule for the fall the other day, so I could tell you at least if they'll be there for that game with us. Because that's fairly early in the season. That's no, they might be. Yep, they are. They're going to be there too. So Green Sports will be there too. But that's all right. I did a game down there.
Be at that one then?
At least us in Green Sports. So
I don't know if WANB will be covering that game, but if they do, look for you and I to be sitting out in the stands. Which, like I said, it's unique, but.
As long as it doesn't
Dang, it
rain,
never
I'm
fails.
okay too, yeah. I'm actually looking forward to that night. My nephew plays in the band, so I get to watch him that night.
Very nice.
Normally I would not get a chance to do that. But,
so you get to enjoy it.
Yeah, I get to watch Lucas march in the band. He's a freshman this year, and he plays saxophone. He's very talented, so excited for that.
That's quite an accomplishment, I'd say. I mean, hey, the band.
We were just saying, Kevin, we're back on the air, but we'll bring you into the conversation. We were saying this setup set, we were worried about the title, whether we'd all have enough room, but I think this works pretty well.
It's great.
Yeah.
Real estate.
Yeah, and we don't have to run the cable outside and in. We can hook right in. So, yeah, it's all good. See, this is good.
I had a long cable.
Just in case. I think, was that Stowe Rocks where we had to tie like 3 cables together?
Oh, my
I think.
gosh.
And run that way.
and it was about 95 degrees. The sun
we used one of theirs. We used one of their XLRs.
We had to use one of the. We used one of theirs. The sun was coming in. It was 95 degrees. I think you almost went blind because I had a freshly shaved head. So you had the glare from my shiny bald dome on top of my head.
All right, sorry, you were going to give us some scores.
Is that what we were going to do?
Yeah, I think so.
It's the out-of-town scoreboard here on the McGuffey Sports Network. Coming down through some of the local teams that are playing set aside from McGuffey tonight. Peters Township leading Fox Chapel 42-0. Penn Trafford on top of Ken McMillan at the half. It's 28-7. South Fayette Lions over the Chartiers Valley Colts 28-0. Elizabeth Forward blanking Ringgold 33-0. Let's see if we have some more scores in and around the region. Washington leads Monessen 28-7 at the half. Just a few scores from around the region.
Carmichael's is up on Waynesburg 6-0. That's still in the first quarter because they had the weather delay.
Still haven't seen a score for the Chartiers Houston Jeff Morgan game. Last update was late in the first, and it was scoreless. But I haven't seen a score for that.
We are hoping as well, kind of another programming note. And real quick, the video feed, if you want to catch us on video, and if you're just listening to us right now, do the video feed. If you can't get there from the website, but that's okay. We got a couple other ways you can get there. Go to the, if you're on Twitter, you can go to the feed for McGuffey Sports Network. Zach posted the link on there. The other way to get there, go to the Trib Live High School Sports Network's scoreboard site. So Trib Live High School Sports Network, that's tribhssn.triblive.com/scores, or just click on the scores link up top once you're there. And you can scroll down to the 2A matchup, and you'll see Southmoreland and McGuffey. There's actually two links. Go to the video link there. That's the one with the arrow and the circle around it. Click on that, and you'll be able to watch as well as listen to us. And we are ready for second half kickoff. And you had pointed out, Zach, what a good decision that was by Ed Dalton to defer the kick at the beginning, because now they got the 3-touchdown lead, but now they're ready to get right back on offense here as they receive this kickoff.
Yeah, and it looks like Jake Kraler set to kick it off. He's teed up in the center, and away we go.
Short kick inside the 30, taken there by one of the up men making a move to the 35 and getting across the 37-yard line.
Look to see who had the ball that time. It was number 8.
Number 8, you're right, Connor Crow.
Yeah, Crow with a short return. Oh, there was some lightning out in the distance I just saw.
Well, I said we were lucky. Maybe I jinxed us.
Well, I'm looking on the radar here real quick. Everything's kind of pushed off down to the south and to the east, so we should be in the clear here for the second half.
All right. It should be moving away from us. All right, first down and 10, McGuffey at their own 37-yard line as they start the first half, or second half, rather. Going to pitch it inside reverse, and Dietrich up the middle, 40-yard line, pushing forward with some help from his friends, gets out to about the 44-yard line. That is a pickup of about 7 yards. That'll bring up a second down and 3.
Austin Moog, one of the guys on the stop for Southmoreland. Hard-fought run by Dietrich. He's just an absolute machine whenever he gets the ball.
McGuffey had some quick strike offenses. The first 2 drives were one play. Then they had some big plays after the fumbled kickoff return. But they had that fourth touchdown drive was a really methodical one. I'm sure they'd love to put another one like that together here. Wide receiver screen. McAdoo has it. Gets across for the first down and out of bounds near the 49-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him just shy of midfield, maybe right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Ronnie Collins back in coverage for Southmoreland was able to hang with McAdoo and force him out, but not before McAdoo goes out at the midfield stripe for the first down.
McAdoo, his second catch of the evening. The first one was that 73-yard touchdown catch. He's on the short side again. Philip McEwen under center. First down and 10 at midfield. And in motion, and they're going to fake the pitch to Brookman. Then they throw it to him in the flat. 50, makes a move outside, 45. What a move. Inside of the 40 again, first down. Man, he made 2 nice cuts, but that first one left everybody kind of standing like the deer in the headlights and was able to pick up a nice. And in motion, and they're going to fake the pitch to Brookman. Then they throw it.
That brings up a huge first down for the Highlanders.
Under center again is McEwen. This time Donley up the middle, falls forward near the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2. Bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Highlanders.
Yeah, they try again up the middle, in your face football. I think Donley mostly identifies as a fullback in that aspect, which we know how Coach Dalton feels about the fullback position.
2nd down and 8. Ball resting at the Southmoreland 35-yard line. Donley again up the middle. Gets a couple yards before he's hit and pushed back. Another 2-yard gain down to the 33-yard line will bring up 3rd down and 6. So again, you would imagine at this point probably 4-down territory for the Highlanders, depending on what happens on this play.
Yeah, wanted to mention real quick, Orvitz on the stop for Southmoreland. The linebacker stayed home as Donley came across the line of scrimmage and met him for a short gain.
3rd down and 6 for McGuffey. Oh, bobbled snap by McEwen, and he's going to try to move the ball forward. They didn't give him forward progress. I thought he had a yard at least down to about the 32-yard line, but they're going to say this is no gain, and it's going to be 4th down and 6. But honestly, they were lucky that he was able to hold on to that ball as it just popped right up after the snap.
Yeah, very lucky. I thought it was going to be fumbled. I don't know if it was between the center or if it was McEwen for that matter, but boy, did he take a beating as he tried to scramble for something. Can't believe it was a gain of 1, but still it's 4th down. It looks like the offense stays on the field for McGuffey.
They need to get down to the 27-yard line. They're going for it here on 4th for the first time today. And he gets it. Some confusion and brought down to the backfield. Hey, that ball got to him late. It was like another slow snap. And that time bringing him down for the loss and turning it over on downs was number 55, Aiden Corvin. And so Southmoreland will have great field position out at the 38-yard line to take over on offense.
That was the first time McEwen was sacked here in the second half. First time McGuffey's offense really took a stall. And the Scotties, as you said, with prime field position here at their own 38.
In the shotgun is Kiefer. 3 wide outs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He gets a snap. It's over his head, and it's going to be on the ground, picked up by McGuffey. They've got the ball at the 25-yard line. That is Connor Crow, who came in and picked it up. But another bad snap is costly for the Scotties.
And just like that. Takes over possession with 8:16 left to go.
They got the ball right back. 1st and 10. McEwen has a man out in the slot to the right. That is Dietrich. He calls him in a little bit. Now he looks that way. Now he's going to have to scramble. And we have a flag. It's going to be probably a hold, and he's going to be sacked again for a couple-yard loss back at the 29-yard line. Lots of confusion on that play. And this is something we didn't see at all out of McGuffey's offense in the first half, but they I've had a few plays here in the opening minutes of the third quarter where they've looked a little bit discombobulated on the offensive side of the ball.
Discombobulated, hesitant, unsure of. I mean, you had 3 wide receivers standing in the back right-hand corner of the end zone. McEwen's trying to scramble. His blind side's been blown up. It looked like he was about to have his bell rung there on the right side. Someone, I think, threw an illegal block in the back that kind of gave him some time to scramble inside. But
10 yards from the spot of the foul makes it a 13-yard penalty, and it's back at the 38-yard line. First down and 23. McEwen under center. He is going to keep it, and he gets hit and dropped. Maybe gets a yard. Nope, they're going to say no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 23.
McGuffey struggling on this drive. The Southmoreland defense kind of double-teaming the offensive line of the Highlanders.
Timeout, McGuffey, their first of the half. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Highlanders Nation, Looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Welcome back to Highlander Stadium. McGuffey leads 28-7 here in the third quarter with 7:38 remaining in the third. And they've had the ball here a couple times. They had a drive stall inside Scotty territory, gave turnover on downs, then Scotty's turned it right back to him. But since then, they've had penalties and seem to be a little disjointed on offense. So they've got second down and 23 from the 38-yard line. They need to get down to about the 15-yard line to get a first down. Everybody's in tight here. Man in motion is Brookman rolling out. Now looking that way on the wheel route, he's got Brookman open at the 25. Here's the 20. First down, and he is into the end zone. Kyle Brookman, just like that. 38-yard touchdown catch. And McGuffey has made their lead now 34-7.
Chewing on the deep drop back, and then just like that, Paul takes.
Everybody's in.
And Brookman just takes that gravy train all the way to mashed potato town.
Snap is down. We had a whistle, though. The kick was through the uprights, but we had a pre-snap whistle. It looked like offside on Southmoreland. Imagine they will just do this over again. Usually they don't, on an offside, you wouldn't normally blow the whistle before the snap. Usually let that play out. But we will do it over again. Dylan Stewart has been doing the duties here, the place kicking. That is Brookman's third touchdown of the evening. His first two were on the ground. That one through the air. Snap is down. Stewart's kick is up, and that kick is good. With 7:27 to go in the third, McGuffey now leads 35-7. Right back here in the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried to the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
All right, in tight here. Man in motion is Brookman rolling out. Now looking that way on the wheel route, he's got Brookman open at the 25. Here's the 20. First down. And he is into the end zone. Kyle Brookman, just like that. 38-yard touchdown. Tight formation and just found himself wide open out there in the flat.
He has a very good peripheral vision, able to try to find those holes and just kind of make and break a little bit.
Run up in the kick by Dylan Stewart, and it's going to be taken by Campbell. He's over the 20. 25 gets hit there and eventually pushes out close to the 30-yard line. Sorry, I said Cameron Phillips is 24. Cameron Phillips. So Southmoreland, I will say the one thing about this, you can tell this is week 0 for them for sure, is when it comes to the snapping and centers. They've had the one fumble on the kickoff return, but they've had 3 very costly bad snaps. 2 in the shotgun, 1 on the punt. And all 3 have led to touchdowns by McGuffey. I know what they'll be working on in practice next week. And this time they're going to go. They're going to line up under center as we say that. Jeffrey Johnson lined up as a tailback. This is a jet sweep here to Cameron Phillips, and he gets around the right end and pushed out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That is a gain of about 7. One of their more productive runs tonight for Southmoreland. Most of their success moving the ball has come through the air.
Yeah, success through the air, connecting with Ty Keffer, number 7. Yeah, McGuffey having a hard time keeping him in check tonight. The flat routes have been open and the seam routes have been open. A couple screens have been open for Southmoreland. But, yeah, anytime the ball is thrown, you put a reserve sign there for Ty Keffer, and he's usually there, Johnny, on the spot.
They come in tight again, and once again, Kiefer under center. Gets it. Hands off to Johnson. He's going to be hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. They're going to say a loss of 2. So that will bring up 3rd down and 5. Everybody's in tight here. Man in motion is Brookman rolling out. Now looking that way on the wheel route. He's got Brookman open at the 25. Here's the 20. Under center. Gets it. Hands off to Johnson. He's going to be hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. They're going to say a loss of 2. So that will bring up 3rd down and 5.
There. I don't know if they gave him forward progress, but it's 3rd and 5 from the 34.
Troy Pulaski has played a great game in the middle there all night. Him on the tackle there. 3rd and 5, snap to shotgun. They throw out in the flat. It's caught. That's Kepper again for the 1st down. He's out to the 45-yard line. And he's been pretty automatic out there when they need a big 1st down.
Answer and he shall call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been out in the flat. He's, again, this time seam routes wide open yet again. And he's Mr. Automatic for Southmoreland, at least through the air, that is.
Down at 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 3rd. 35-7, McGuffey. Kiefer again from the shotgun. 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And he gets it. Looks over the middle. He's got a man. Oh! In and out of the hands of number 43, Michael Orovets, and nearly intercepted.
McEwen on the coverage. It looked like it was a little 10-yard pop pass over the center, in and out of the hands of Orovets. And McEwen thought he had a hand on it, and he pounds the turf in disbelief. It's very frustrating whenever you know you're so close and it's literally in fingertips length and you drop it.
Now it'll be 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Kiefer once again in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. And he's looking to the left, blitz up the middle. He's got a man open there, bobbles it for a second, which probably cost him some yards after the catch. Should be a gain of about 5.
And now they're now call a late.
Yeah.
Come on.
Going to get yards after the penalty as he was tackled out of bounds well after the referee had blown it dead.
I think that was kind of questionable, just for the simple fact that momentum's trying to pull you down. It's kind of hard to stand back up. That's kind of a tough one to call, but I think this one goes against McGuffey.
Personal foul, and it's on McGuffey, so they'll tack on 15. It was a gain of 4. Now it'll be a gain of 19 after the penalty, which puts it all the way down to McGuffey 35-yard line for the 1st down.
Need to be a little bit more disciplined than that and know a little bit better. 99.9% of the time, that's going to be called. Unacceptable.
Kiefer in the shotgun again, 1st and 10. Gets it, and he rolls right. He's chased again. He drops the ball. Picked up by McGuffey again. This time it's Morgan Shriver falling on it, and McGuffey has the ball back at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Ethan Dietrich caused the fumble on that one. And then you say Shriver comes up with the loose biscuit for McGuffey. And the Highlanders...
Shotgun again, 1st and 10. Gets it, and he rolls right. He's chased again. He drops the ball. Picked up by McGuffey again. This time it's Morgan Shriver falling on it.
Tries rolling to the right. Kiefer with a little hand on the backside there. McGuffey takes over 1st and 10 at their own 41.
McAdoo wide to the right side, White to the left. McEwen under center. Back to pass, looking, has a man. Oh, wow, nice throw in between the coverage to McAdoo, and he's got a 10-yard gain, very close to the 1st down.
Yeah, splitting the difference between a rock and a hard place. McAdoo comes up out of nowhere. Just Mr. Incredible in that ball.
It's his 3rd catch of the night.
Another huge 1st down for McGuffey as they enter Southmoreland territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Scotties. And if McGuffey gets a touchdown and extra point here, that would start the mercy clock. Quite a turn of events from last.
Let's see what the men in stripes have to say.
They're talking about it.
And we have a verdict.
Personal foul on. Ooh. Wow. Huh.
Personal foul.
So after the play, they'll mark that off from where Brookman was tackled. At least they should. Shotgun again, first and. Coach Dalton, and that is their second of the half. So we'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, back here after the McGuffey timeout. They have one timeout remaining here in the second half. 4:04 to go in the third quarter. McGuffey leads 35-7 over Southmoreland, and they have the ball after that penalty. They had a run for a first down, but there was a late personal foul call. We have no idea who it's on because we, even after watching the replay, can't figure it out. Maybe something was said.
That's the only thing that I'm leaning towards. Somebody might have mouthed off when they shouldn't have, which, again, that's an instant. Right now, no questions asked, no chance to redeem yourself. You're done where you stand.
So 2nd down and 8 now. They have the ball at the 47-yard line of Southmoreland. And they pitch it. It's Dietrich. Cuts up the middle. Gets across 45, spins around, still on his feet. Has the first down, still going. 35, still running. 30. And all the way down inside the 30 near the 27-yard line. Ethan Dietrich just won't go down. And a huge gain will set up McGuffey.
Of a run. That's like a well-oiled machine. It's going to go forever.
1st and 10 at the 27. McEwen under center. Brookman in motion. They give it to him. Cuts around this left side. Tries to get the corner. 25-20. Turning upfield. Oh, and he is hit in up high. That was actually not. That was not Brookman.
No, that
in
was
for him is number 12.
Conklin.
Yeah, Ty Conklin on the run. And see what this flag is that came in before he was hit. Might have been on a block on the outside. The run went for a first down, but we will have to see. We have a hold on McGuffey. So that was actually not. That was not Brookman.
No.
27, McEwen under center. And we have another whistle, timeout Southmoreland. Their first of the half comes at 3:09 to go in the third. So we'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, everyone. Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Back here at Highlander Stadium, 3:09 to go in the third quarter. McGuffey leads 35-7. They are on the move. So after that penalty was marked off from the spot of the foul, it still ends up being a gain of 4 yards. So it's first down, and so you'd love to have those yards, but it's not the worst case scenario. Instead of being first and 10 like it was before, you still have first and 6.
Yeah, you still have first and 6, which, it's still not terrible.
Tight formation this time again as McEwen goes under center. Back to pass, looking left, fakes a pass. He's looking right now. He might have to run with it. He does. 20. Makes a move inside the 20, and a helmet flies off. He has a first down at the 15. Whose helmet was that? Was that McEwen? It was.
That was actually not McEwen.
No.
That's number 8.
That
Crow.
was number 12, Ty Conklin.
I swear I thought I saw number 8 in there running.
Conklin's want to put it on. He's running off, too. I think. Do you have to leave if your helmet comes off?
Yes.
Okay. Either way, first down. Nice run by McEwen. And sets him up first down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Once again, in the red zone. Clock is running down under 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
No, it's number 8.
So Caro just entered there into the huddle.
There we go.
Dietrich's still in at tailback. They are getting more guys in the backfield. Dietrich gets it, and he tries to follow McEwen up the middle, and he might have a gain of 1 or 2. A pickup of 2 down to the 13-yard line. Travis White running off the side now.
It looks like Ryan Keith going back in. White and Keith, again, have been in a strong rotation all night at wide receiver there.
2 minutes to go here in the third. Once again, if McGuffey can score and get the extra point, that would be a 35-point lead and would start the mercy clock. Tight formation again. McEwen under center. Second down and 8. Man in motion. They give it to him. Cutting up and getting hit. I believe that was number 25. Is that Romastan? That is Nate Romastan on the carry, and he's stopped for no gain. That brings up third down and 8. You say number 44 is in as well?
No, I'm trying to say 8.
Oh, 8.
8's been in at quarterback. It's Connor Crow.
Connor Crow's running the Okay, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
Crow's still running the offense, not McEwen. Sorry, didn't mean to correct you there.
Yeah. Where is Phillip? Is he on the sideline?
I believe he is.
All right, so Connor Crow getting the snaps now. Yeah, McEwen's last run was that first down, I guess. Crow back to pass, has a man, but he overthrows him.
Ooh, it looks like he had McAdoo on that post route going across the center there, but lights were on, but nobody was home.
So it'll be fourth down and 8. I would expect to see the field goal team, but they're keeping the offense out there. Maybe. We are going to have McEwen come back out. Where's this? No, the play clock still got 15 seconds left, so sending McEwen back out along with Donnelly and Dietrich to kick. So we are going to have a field goal attempt. They're going to have to call timeout. They do call timeout. Yeah, they were down to 4 seconds to go on the play clock. So the final timeout of the half taken by McGuffey, and when we come back from that, we expect to have a field goal attempt to try to make it 38-7. I guess we probably could. Well, we can just keep it here for this.
Yeah,
one.
we could just keep it here.
We're close to the end of the third quarter already. We're going to have the quarter break, so.
Yeah, we'll just.
And if they kick the field goal, we can take a break then, too.
Yeah, take a break, do the lunch thing. We'll be all right.
All right.
Yeah. Look, I think what they were trying to intend was do the hurry up quick and maybe flop it over there to 22. Dietrich should be doing the kicking.
So this is his first attempt of any kicking duties tonight. Dylan Stewart had been handling the kickoffs and all the point after attempts. So Dietrich, this will be a 30-yard field goal attempt. McEwen doing the holding once more. He gets a snap, and we have a free 5 yards coming to Mr. Dietrich, and he's like, why? Why did you stop that? That's not supposed to be a pre-snap penalty. You're supposed to let that go. Now he has to kick it again. And that's what, you can see all the McGuffey players were like, what is going on?
My man made the kick from 30. Now they're giving him 5 more bonus yards. But still, yeah, there was no rhyme or reason to blow that
No,
dead.
an offside is not a dead ball.
No, defensively, no. Offensively, yes.
Yeah, if a false start, legal procedure.
No, defense, you let that roll out.
Yeah, unless there's maybe danger to the quarterback or something. But all right, so here we go again.
Take 2. Mulligan.
25-yard attempt. Snap is down. Kick is up, and the kick is still good. With 48 seconds to go in the third quarter, McGuffey now leads 38-7. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
All right, 38-7 now, 48 seconds to go in the third. So no mercy clock yet still, but it is a 31-point lead for the Highlanders, and quite a turn of events from what we saw last year at Southmoreland when the Scotties had their way with McGuffey in that season opener. Stewart back out here to handle the kickoff. Runs up, end over end, and going to be taken there by Cameron Phillips, 15, 20. Stutter steps there and gets across the 30, where he is brought down at the 31-yard line. So Southmoreland has moved the ball tonight. When they have, it's been mostly through the air, but they've also they've had a lot of issues handling snaps, and they've also fumbled the ball a couple times. And McGuffey has, when you're at home, a team does it, you want to take advantage of it, and the Highlanders have.
Oh, absolutely. They've taken advantage of it 100%. I would have to agree with you.
Caden Kiefer once again on the shotgun with 3 wide. Gets a snap, hands it off to the tailback up the middle, and he is hit and doesn't get much, maybe a yard.
Looks like Falosk was leading the charge yet again for that McGuffey defense. Little if no gain. Clock inside 25 seconds here in the third quarter.
Trey Wetzel again, the tailback in there, number 9, and that will do it, it looks like, for the third quarter. Southmoreland's just going to let that run out. So at the end of 3, it is McGuffey 38, Southmoreland 7. We're back here for the fourth quarter on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit the Back Lot, located at 840 Ray Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds, great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, whatever ails your car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Beginning of the fourth quarter here. 2nd down and 9 for Southmoreland. Kiefer gets the shotgun. He looks left, throws out there, and he throws it short, and that is going to he's still going to get a short gain, but Oh, a little bit of extracurricular. There's going to be a flag. You can't. Now you're going to get another one. What is your problem? What are you doing?
They're both drawn back and
They
forth.
are, and McGuffey's going to be penalized for it, though. So it was going to be a 2-yard gain after I was about to say that the quarterback kind of led his receiver behind him. But now it's all going to be for naught because they're going to get another 15 yards tacked on that after a unsportsmanlike conduct by the McGuffey player, and you can't do that. And then he got up and did it. He's lucky he didn't get another flag.
He's lucky he didn't get ejected for his nonsense. I mean, I hate to say it. Why? I mean, understand emotions are running high. You're losing 38-7. Someone's going to start jawing and getting in someone's face, and that's not what you want to do.
So they're still the officials are still discussing what's going to happen. Foul on McGuffey. Let's see, I think, is it 15 yards? We'll get the march off here. We would have no mic on the ref, so we can't really understand. I'm assuming just your run-of-the-mill.
I'm going to assume it's a 15,
yeah.
Yes.
So that will march it out to the
47?
Yeah, 47 of McGuffey.
I didn't really mean to say a question like that. I mean,
well, you never know where they're going to stop. And honestly, I that was more than 15 yards.
It almost,
It wasn't the playback at that was like 17 yards. But whatever.
Yeah, we'll go with it though.
Okay,
we'll go with it.
First down and 10. Rolling right is Kiefer. There's coverage out there, but he throws it. He's got a man, and that's a nice catch. Number 25, Wyatt Richter, pulls it in around the 30, and that's the second time we've seen him go down. He was holding his arm earlier.
Now it looks like he's not too happy.
No, he's in some pain over there on the far side.
Excruciating pain.
The gain is 17 yards and a first down at the 30, but he is not sure exactly.
Couldn't tell if he came down on that wrist, possibly.
He's got a man, and that's a nice catch. Number 25, Wyatt Richter.
We'll go with it.
First down and 10, rolling right. Scotty's ball at the McGuffey 30-yard line. Kiefer keeps it up the middle, 30, and gets hit after a gain of about 4 and stopped there. So that will bring up second down and 6. Clock winding under 11 minutes to go.
Was I just seeing things earlier? Does Southmoreland have a big Scotty dog as a mascot?
They do.
That's here with them tonight.
Yes.
Okay, so I wasn't imagining that. Okay.
No, they do.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
All right, here we go. Second down and 6. Kiefer gets the shotgun. Looking right, rolls right, and is going to keep it. First down across the 20, lowers his head and gets out of bounds inside the 15-yard line near the 13-yard line. That'll stop the clock as they reset the chains. And Southmoreland will have first and 10 at the McGuffey 13-yard line. McGuffey taking advantage and getting some fresh players in here. So love to get that playing time when you can. When you have a big lead, you can definitely take advantage of that. It's 38-7 McGuffey here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun. And handing off to the tailback is Kiefer. And going to get inside the 10-yard line is number 20, Austin Moe. Down to the 9-yard line. That's a pickup of 4. Bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, the gap kind of closed on the left side of the line there. Kudos to the linebackers and the defensive line for McGuffey, able to stop Moe. But still, Gain of 4. That's positive yards for the Southmoreland offense. And they're flirting with that goal line, trying to get some more points on the board here with under 9:30 left in the fourth quarter of play.
All right. Shotgun again here for Kiefer. 2nd down and 6. Gonna roll right. Looks right. Wants to throw right. And he's got the man for the touchdown. And that is Ty Keffer, who has been his go-to guy all night through the air. And that will be a touchdown pass and catch of 9 yards to make it 38-13. Gonna roll right. Looks right. Wants to throw right. And he's got the man for the touchdown. And that is Ty Keffer, who has been his go-to guy. And it'll be Kaler with the point after attempt. His kick is up, and that kick is good. With 9:13 to go in the fourth, it is now 38-14 on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Arid Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
So Southmoreland gets on the board again. First time they've done so since early on in the game, way back in the first quarter. And this time through the air, it was Keffer involved again. Ty Keffer had come in the wildcat position and ran it in for their first score of 3 yards in that 4th and 3 back when it was tied, and that tied up at 7-7. This time, he's able to get some space and get open in the end zone for the touchdown reception. Kaler now with the kickoff for the Scotties. He's going to kick it end over end. It's going to be short. And gets past the McGuffey return team, though, picking it up and running it across. Whoa, now some space. Look at this. Here we go. Down the field to the 25, the 30.
Oh, and he's
going to get all the way. Wow.
Wow.
That was slow developing from the beginning because it bounced past everybody, but Kyle Brookman is going to take it. Is that officially like 90 yards?
That has to be 90 yards.
Kyle Brookman had it hop over him, and that threw everything out of whack for the defense and the coverage team. That will be a touchdown. The kickoff for the Scotties. He's going to kick it end over end. It's going to be short. And gets past the McGuffey return team, though, picking it up and running it across. Whoa, now some space. Look at this. Here we go. Down the field to the 25, the 30.
Oh, and he's going to
get all the way. Wow.
Wow.
That was slow.
For a touchdown.
Oh, it's going for 2 here. And then going to try to run it in. Oh, not quite making it.
Short.
Little pass play there to one of the linemen, and on the receiving end of that, who was it? That was number 72, which is Joe Daniels. And I thought he was going to make it in there, but the gap closed, so it's going to be 44-14.
So do we want to call that a 90 or an 82 yard?
We'll say 89 yards. 89 yards. You know, so both times, well, that's another I was about to say, another special team blunder here for the Scotties. They've had the punt snap that was their first shot in the foot, and then they fumbled a kickoff, and now they just gave up a kickoff return.
And they said special teams. Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton in his preseason notes for tonight's game said special teams would play a key factor throughout this season. And so far, through tonight's Week 0 game, that statement is definitely standing out.
Now it'll be, is that Stewart again? Yeah, he's got it teed up. Dylan Stewart handling the kickoff duties tonight for McGuffey. 8:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Still no mercy clock because it's only a 30-point lead, not 35. Dylan Stewart has it on the tee and run up. End over end. This is a deep one back inside the 10. Cameron Phillips at the 15-20 makes a move at the 30. He's got some space. 35 makes a move outside, get past the kicker, and now eventually catching back up with him was Stewart. A good job recovering there to make the play, but a very nice return of his own by Cameron Phillips. Will put the Scotties in business at the McGuffey 35 with 8:45 to go in the game.
Hard to tell if the kick team was a little bit too laxed after that last touchdown. But Cameron Lee kicks on the afterburners, takes it deep within McGuffey territory. I mean, that was a pretty impressive run. Did an outstanding job following his blockers all the way downfield, and then when he came into the wide open, he had to kind of fend for himself. But good field position for the Scotties.
Ball at the 36-yard line, first and. Kiefer gets it, looks right, throws right, and it's caught, but a nice tackle there.
Big open field tackle. Connor Crow.
Wow.
And he was late coming on the field. As soon as he got in position,
Kiefer gets it, looks right. Second down and 7 to go. Gets it. He rolls left this time. Looks left. Throws. Has a man open. It's caught. First down at the 20 and inside the 20 down near the 18-yard line. That is number 10, Elliot Primus, on the reception.
Yeah, Ethan Durbin and, ironically enough, if I'm reading that correctly, Jake Durbin, both back in coverage that time. They still allowed enough room out in that flat for that pass to be complete. That has been the weak spot on this Highlanders defense.
Well, 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 44-14 McGuffey. Kiefer in the shotgun, gets it, hands off to Phillips on the sweep. He's up over the 20, the 15, cuts inside, 10, he gets hit at the 5 and inside the 5. He's got first and goal down near the 4-yard line.
Two plays inside the red zone for Southmoreland. And now they're knocking on the goal line, the ball at the 4-yard line.
Well, it's, one thing, you get a lot of these guys in on defense, some of the guys second string. It's great to get the playing time. You'd love to see them keep Southmoreland out of the end zone, but at this point, I think Coach Dalton's more thinking getting these guys experience is going to pay off dividends down the road.
Of course. Everybody's an asset at this point.
Cameron Phillips fakes the sweep this time, and he hands to the late man Wetzel, and he gets hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage, but still pushes forward for a couple. He's down to the 2. It'll be second down and goal from there.
I think it's important that every player on this team plays a critical part. Doesn't matter if you're first string, doesn't matter if you're third string. You might get called upon to take that first string player's position at some point, and you might be the game breaker or the game changer. So, yeah, get these guys the experience now. It's a week 0 game for a reason, folks.
Down to 6:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kiefer under center. Fakes to the fullback, gives it to the tailback, and did he get it?
No, he's shy.
Stopped shy. That was number 20, Austin Moe. He's brought down at about the half-yard line. Getting in there, number 66, Chris Ely.
So they spot him right at the 1-yard line. And this is 4-down territory regardless for Southmoreland.
All right, so Kiefer in the I formation this time. He's just going to shove right up the middle, and a quarterback sneak is good from 1 yard out for the touchdown with 5:29 to go in the fourth. See if they will Just kick the extra point. Looks like they're bringing the field goal unit on. Long run here for the kicker. It's a different kicker. Who we got here? This is, what number is this? Number 20.
22. Gabe Kaburski.
Okay. Getting him some action tonight, trying to make this 44-21. Snap is down, bobbled. He does kick it. Can it make it over? No,
Ooh.
It does not. So trouble with the snap there again, and it's going to stay 40-20. So with 5:29 to go in the fourth, McGuffey 44, Southmoreland 20. We're right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried by Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
Islanders Nation lives here. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
All right, so Southmoreland gets on the board again, their third touchdown of the evening. They still trail 44-20 here to the Highlanders. Last time they kicked off, it was Kyle Brookman taking it all the way back. So we'll see what happens here. And they're out here on offense.
Some fresh, new, smiling faces, I'd presume.
It was number 80, Aiden Cunningham, going out there for stint at wide receiver. I saw him enter the huddle. Connor Crow looks like he's going to be taking the snaps. Try to get you all these numbers here as we have fresh faces in the game. And right up the gut. Oh, it was a quick handoff to the fullback, almost too quick. It's maybe a gain of a half yard. It was blown dead before the Southmoreland player took the ball away. You have to help me out with these numbers. I cannot see. Now it's getting darker. We got, it was 32 is out there now, which is Sheldon Hanna.
Lincoln Johnson here to the near side for McGuffey.
Here's the fullback. Second down and 9. Crow under center. He pitched to Romastan. Tries to follow Crow up the middle. Did he drop the ball? He did. Oh, and Southmoreland, I believe, got it. They're going to get the ball back at the McGuffey 38-yard line after the fumble by Romastan with 4.5 minutes to go. Not what Coach Ed Dalton wants. Crow under center. He pitched to Romastan.
High, tight, and inside all the time. You hit the pile. I've said it before. 2 hands on top of the ball.
Well, Southmoreland now getting the ball back. Trying to get on the board again, make this look a little more respectable. Starting off inside McGuffey territory again. Come under center again. Oh, they keep it up the middle. And they have a new quarterback under center. That is number 3, Caden Matthews, freshman.
Yeah, Matthews coming in. 5'10", 160, also plays defensive back for Southmoreland.
He got a gain of 6 there, and that makes it second down and 4. Clock winding down near to 4 minutes here left in the fourth quarter. And we have a flag. Too many men on the field. Looks to be number 41 is leaving, so That will make it 2nd down and 9. Doesn't matter what time of the game it is. You're only allowed to have 11, not 12.
Last time I checked.
So,
I mean, you might need Sesame Street to help you count on occasion sometimes, but
I need all the help I can get when it comes to numbers. But
that's that Waynesburg education, right?
That's right. That's right. All right. Oh, it's another high snap. And he gets away, though. Looking down the field. Now he's going to keep it. 35-30. Space at the 25 freshman. Matthews, and he gets a nice gain all the way inside the 20 down near the 19-yard line.
Yeah, he gained a nice piece of real estate. He rolled to his side, and he decides to call his own number, and nothing but.
All right. Oh, it's another high snap. And he gets away, though. Looking down the field. Now he's going to keep it. 35-30. Space at the 25-20 and lower. Matthews in the shotgun talking to his tailback, Jeffrey Johnson. And he gets a high snap again, hands it off to Johnson, up the middle, makes a cut at the 15, now tries to go outside. Gets to the 10, cuts inside there, and he has the first down near the 7-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal for the Scotties. Under 3 minutes to go now.
Yeah, they're trying to make it interesting after that gain of 11, 1st and 8 now for Southmoreland.
Matthews gets it, hands off to Johnson again. He gets hit after he crosses the line of scrimmage. Tries to push forward. He's still on his feet, and
he's in.
He's already in. Wow, he would not go down, and he's going to run it in. They said that was on the 8, so that is an 8-yard touchdown run by
Mr.
number 21, Jeffrey Johnson. And they will look like leave the offense on the field here to go for 2. And it actually makes it, if they get 2, it makes it a 2-score game, believe it or not. We've seen stranger things happen. They're going to throw into the end zone, and a wide open there is number 30, Nick Zambo, and he gets a 2-point conversion. So now it is 44-28, much closer than it should be. And we'll see what Coach Dalton does. He might have to put some of these guys back out there just to run this clock out because you're only 2 scores away from a tie game.
As you said, we've seen stranger things happen. We absolutely have.
Yeah, imagine this time you will see an onside kick. Whereas McGuffey was close to getting a mercy rule at one point. Now, after they put a bunch of backups in them both on both sides of the ball, Southmoreland has crawled back to make this a 16-point game with 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. And if they are going to do an onside kick, McGuffey doesn't have a lot of guys up on the line ready for it. And
they kick it
kind
of short.
Catcher is an up man, a 40, and out near the 43-yard line before going down. Get a number for you there. That is number 19, Hunter Hayes. Gets it out to the 44. So sets up McGuffey in nice field position, and now Coach Dalton would love nothing more than just run this clock out. 2 timeouts remaining for the Scotties. Well, I guess you want things to work on in the next week. If you wanted that, like you were going to maybe sail away with this game, but now I think it's close. Now the coaches have a lot of stuff to talk about. And Crow's just going to keep that and kind of dive over the right side to gain a couple. It's out to the 46-yard line. But now Coach Ed's got a lot of things he can preach about in this upcoming week of practice.
You are absolutely right. Make it part of his 5 pillars.
That's right.
You know, you want to always get better from your previous week's work.
Well, and you expect these Week 0 games to be like this for
Well, of course,
all the
because,
teams.
like I said, it's a dress rehearsal. It's essentially a scrimmage, but it's counting towards your record. So essentially, this is scrimmage number 2 in the books before we really turn loose next Friday night.
Crow under center here, 2nd down and 8. Oh, he fumbles the snap. Picked up by Romastan, gets back to line of scrimmage, and it's going to be hit there and dropped. Maybe, no, looked like the far side official was going to give him a yard, but it's still going to be 3rd down and 8 to go. Clock still winding at 1:20 remaining. Does not look like Southmoreland is going to use those timeouts.
No, under 30 seconds to go on the play clock, too. McGuffey in need of a first down, or else they'll turn it over to Southmoreland, who might have one more go-around to flip the switch and get into the end zone if possible. They'll probably take this play clock down to like the last second. It's at 3 now.
Crow gets it. He's just going to keep it. Pushes up the middle. Gains a couple. It's out near the 49-yard line before he is stopped.
That should do it.
That might do it. Yeah, clock. They do not have to run another play. So it'll be 4th down and 5, but I believe that is it for us tonight. And every indication is giving us so, and as the team heads over to the sideline, that is the case. So, final score tonight, a good one for McGuffey to start the season. They win 44-28 over the Scotties of Southmoreland. We'll be right back here to wrap things up on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, everyone. Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington. It is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Final score tonight, McGuffey 44, Southmoreland 28. It was 28-7 at the half, and then McGuffey came right back out again. Touchdown catch to Kyle Brookman to make it 35-7. And then they would tack on a field goal to make it 38-7. And then once we entered the fourth quarter, McGuffey started to get a few of their guys, so the backups in on offense and defense. Southmoreland took it down. Down pass from Caden Kiefer to make it 38-14. McGuffey, though, would answer right away. Kyle Brookman took a kickoff back 89 yards to make it 44-14. Southmoreland would tack on two more touchdown runs of 1 yard by Caden Kiefer and then 8 yards by Jeffrey Johnson at the end. The final score tonight, 44-28. So a good start to the season, Mr. Waters, and I think Coach Dalton overall is going to be pretty happy about it. There's a pitch going around the right side, up the middle, out to the right to the 5. Touchdown, McGuffey, first play on offense of the season. Ethan Dietrich takes it in. And McGuffey's on the board, 6-0.
Way to set the tone. Very nicely done by the Highlanders.
Wasting no time at all. That was a 12-yard run, I believe. There's a pitch going around the right side, up the middle, out to the right to the 5. Touchdown, McGuffey first play on offense. Down and goal at the 1. McEwen under center. Gets it, pitches it, and it's right up the gut. There, Kyle Brookman could have walked. Goes under center, sends a man in motion. That is Brookman. He goes back to pass, and then he's got a scramble. He takes off. McEwen cuts it to 30. He's got a first down to 25. Cuts inside the 20. What a move. Down to the 15 and down near the 10-yard line. Phillip McEwen dances. McEwen gets it. He pitches it. Brookman, left side. Touchdown. Kyle Brookman, his second of the night. This one from 2 yards out. Left, one to the right. He gets the snap. It's over his head. And it's going to be on the ground. Picked up by McGuffey. They've got the ball at the 25-yard line. Everybody's in tight here. Man in motion is Brookman rolling out. Now looking that way on the wheel route, he's got Brookman open at the 25. Here's the 20. First down, and he is into the end zone. Kyle Brookman, just like that. 38-yard touchdown catch. And McGuffey in the shotgun again, 1st and 10. Gets it, and he rolls right. He's chased again. He drops the ball. Picked up by McGuffey again. This time it's Morgan Shriver falling on it, and McGuffey has the ball back. The kickoff for the Scotties. He's going to kick it end over end. It's going to be short and gets past the McGuffey return team, though, picking it up and running it across the 12. Now some space. Look at this. Here we go. Down the field to the 25, the 30.
And
he's going to go all the way. Wow.
Wow.
That was slow developing for the beginning because it bounced past everybody, but Kyle Brookman is going to take it. Is that officially like Kiefer under center? Takes to the fullback, gives it to the tailback, and